Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey! Yo. So I got up this morning. The first thing I did was open up my phone, go to NFL.com, and as far as the Riz Show Pick'em Challenge goes, which has been on my mind for the past, 3 days, Sunday, Monday, this morning.
Sure.
Because if I lose, if I come in last place, I will have to be shot 4 times with the airsoft gun. And going into last night's Monday Night Football game, I would have basically... It would have taken a miracle for me not to be shot. Honestly.
That's not true.
No. In my head. In my head. In my head. You don't know what's going on in here?
Yeah, I don't want to know either. I really don't.
Lions win, score high. I think I had 52 total points because, listen, it came down to Patrico and myself as far as who was going to be in last place. So Patrico game up on me. He had the Packers last night. I had the Lions. If Patrico were to lose, I'd have to have the Lions win and a score close to 52 points.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll tell you what happened later if you haven't seen the score. But it's been on my mind for a while. 4 shots. 4 shots with the airsoft gun. Last week, 3 shots.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hurt. But it'll be 4 shots today. So that's going to be that's going to be happening today. Either myself or Patrico will be getting shot.
Moon, did you ever go back and find the tapes? Did you look yesterday or no?
No, because I was about to, and I got multiple tweets from people saying that on this date at this time he was shot twice. So
Well,
I think we're all good.
Let's look at how many hash marks are on the board. So this would be week 10 for the NFL?
There should be 9 tallies up there.
Okay. So count, Jeff.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's
10.
There's 10 tallies up there.
That's because both of them tied for the dunking booth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was from Eat and Treat deal.
There you go.
Great point.
They
Then it's all
split
good.
evenly. Yep.
And another tally
it's
goes up
perfect.
today.
Okay. So there can't possibly be another hash mark on there. There can't be.
Yeah, no.
Right.
So it all works out, haters.
And look
Who
at
want to
that.
see me shot 5 times?
And look at that. Between the two, because we have the sounds, the phone or computer sounds hash mark thing there.
Well,
for,
nobody
for
knows
getting
about that
shot.
contest, really.
Well, there's that one, and there's the pick'em. And the only person that doesn't have a hash mark up there that's not really looking like they've been shot or in danger is Donnie.
Yeah.
He's the only one that survived this.
Donnie, by the way, in the football pick'em challenge, I think Patrico said he's in 8th place overall out of thousands.
Oh
8th
my
overall.
gosh, great job, Donnie.
Yeah, 8th overall.
Well, we have another contest going. Thank you, Moon. Now I got to explain that.
Well, I mean, the person gets shot on the air, so
We've explained
explained this before.
We did. Not very much, though. Any extemporaneous sounds, whether it be your cell phone going off or your computer volume not being down, anything to basically disrupt the show. Momentum killers.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically your name being written on the board in 4th grade. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's it, Scott. I'm writing your name on the board.
That's it.
That's a check mark.
So you get 5. You get 5 hash marks in your shot. So, but this gun's getting a lot of good use.
Really
Sure
is.
is.
This airsoft gun.
Good thing it fires every time.
So if I were to get shot today, it'd be 4 times. If you were to get shot, it'd be 3 times.
Correct.
Okay. We'll find out later in sports.
What am I up to? I'm up to 4, too. Damn.
Are you up to 4? Yeah.
Well, I mean, the next time I lose, yeah.
Yeah, but you're safe.
Well, yeah,
You've
this
had a couple,
week.
You've had a couple good weeks.
I have.
Jeff.
You know what? Donnie's killing. Last year, I think I did the best out of all of us, and I didn't come close to where Donnie's getting, ranking
8th
wise.
place. Damn.
Killing
Well,
it.
Donnie's been solid all season long.
Yeah.
I hate to see this, and I'm looking on Fox 2's website, and I see this story about Hidden Valley Ski Resort, not the Hidden Valley Ranch people, not the Hidden Valley salad dressing people. Although they're in the news too, which I'll talk about them later. But now, we moved a little farther out west, and my son and I were driving along 109 on Sunday, and we passed Alt Road. And the direction we were going in towards Eureka. You make the right on Alt Road, you go up to Hidden Valley. And I said, man, now we look close to here. Maybe we'll get some season passes, and we'll, maybe if we teach you how to ski, and we got the polar plunge over there, which I know Moon did the polar plunge last year a couple times, and
yeah.
I took my family up there a couple times. Have you
been there?
Have
Oh
you been
yeah,
up there? It's
absolutely.
great.
It's fantastic.
Great.
You get going. You get some steam going.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, story, Wildwood, Missouri. The man in charge of Hidden Valley Ski Resort said Monday night the operation was going to close and houses will be built on the property.
Huh?
I'll repeat that again. The man in charge of Hidden Valley Ski Resort said Monday night the operation was going to close and houses will be built on the property.
The entire thing?
He said this after a disappointing vote by the Wildwood Planning and Zoning Commission. Hidden Valley's Tim Boyd did say the ski resort will be open this winter season. After that, no one seems sure.
Now, I feel like this is deja vu. Have we
Yes.
not been through this like three times
Almost.
in the last decade?
Yeah, almost every other year, you hear the same thing.
They don't allow them to do something, or they vote down something, or they bitch about the lights and the traffic or whatever, and then they realize that all the revenue is going to go away, the tax revenue and everything, and then they go, okay, you can stay. It's fine.
Well, and I think an issue here is he's trying to do the zip line thing.
Okay, so he's trying to build more?
Yeah, I guess another revenue stream.
Yeah, because the first time
For Hidden Valley.
before Polar Plunge, it was that back mountain, remember? And then they added all those runs, which is awesome.
Well, I'm going to continue reading on with the article here. Again, this is from Fox 2's website. However, there seems to be a glimmer of hope that Hidden Valley could stay open. Hidden Valley Ski Resort wanted permission from Wildwood to install a zipline course for warmer months because it needs more income. Winter weather is not dependable, and in the last 2 years, the place lost money. Yeah, it was a mild winter.
Yeah, they closed
mild
weeks
winter.
early last year.
City planning experts recommend approval with 3 conditions. The hours of operation and the number of days requested by Hidden Valley be reduced. The third condition, 2 of the 4 zipline runs shortened so they were not close to people's homes. This was all happening as many homeowners complained about the new Hidden Valley project next door to their subdivision. All 3 conditions were removed after Hidden Valley's Tim Boyd said they would not make the business viable. A vote was taken, and the commission said no to the zipline course. So one of the reporters from Fox 2 asked the owner, is this the end of Hidden Valley? He said, probably yes. What will you do? We'll probably sell it to a developer. It would be my guess. No more skiing? He said eventually no. We will be open for now. This was crucial to the viability of the ski area. The fact the city of Wildwood determined it was more important for them to have houses than a ski area.
Sure sounds like it, yeah. And the funny thing, not funny, but one of the things that I saw on the story last night, they were interviewing, residents that are close there, like you were just talking about, and one of the ladies was talking about how it would affect the wildlife there, and she named certain. I'm not talking deer. I'm talking like flying animals.
There's too
of
much
some
damn
sort.
wildlife there.
And here's the thing: she's all concerned about the zip line doing that. Well, what do you think putting in a bunch of subdivisions is going to do?
Yeah,
still going to drive the wildlife
listen,
out.
I don't live next door to there, so I can't speak as to what it would be like to have something like that in my backyard. I'm not sure how close it is. How close it is to the houses. Can you see it from your house? I mean,
you can see it not from my house. You cannot. I don't believe at night when it's lit up. Yeah, I mean I'm 4 minutes from there. But
as
the
far
house
as
is right there.
As far as the zip line goes,
yeah.
if they're clearing trees in what was your backyard where you couldn't see anything, and now you got a zip line running through and people yelling and screaming, that may be a different story.
Or as opposed to clearing trees and putting up more houses.
Right.
I mean, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, or not. I don't know. Would you rather have a big old house next door to you, or a few yards away, separated by trees, zip lines?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah,
live
the
that
wildlife
close
thing
to
is
it.
crazy because too much damn wildlife there. Check out the carcasses on 109.
Yeah.
I see them every morning.
Yeah. Same here.
I drive down 109 and I turn on my brights. All I see is green eyes on the side of the road.
Yeah, we need the traffic there. Thin the herd.
Yeah, and
That's a shame.
I'm not going to tell you to drive in the middle of the road, like straddle the dotted line, Riz, but that early in the morning when it's dark and there's not a bunch of cars out, that's the best way to do it.
Oh, yeah. I know. I have
as
done
long
that
as you
before.
can do it safely.
I have done that
obviously.
before.
'Cause that
literally
gives you,
straddled the yellow line.
Yeah. So I do on the bike at night, too, yeah.
Because you have that split second more time.
Mm-hmm. And if you see a live deer staring at you, say on the right hand side, don't just stare at it because there could be one on the left hand side as well.
When you see one, you know there's more.
Yeah.
Where? You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just a shame, though. You hate
It
to
is.
see a local business like that. And I've had some good nights up there.
Absolutely.
It's been fun.
Yeah, we've all done events out there. We've all taken our families out
Well,
there.
I mean, you know what you could do? If you're so concerned, go there this year.
Yeah.
Go skiing. Go on the polar plunge.
Good point.
That's what you could do. Mm-hmm. It may be inevitable that they close, but maybe if they do have a good season,
Never know.
they'll stay open. I don't know. I'm not sure of their business model. But again, every couple of years, you hear the same thing about Hidden Valley.
Yeah, it's so dependent on the weather. It sucks for them.
Yeah, and the past 2 winters have been pretty warm. Was there really a big snow last year?
Not that I recall.
I can't remember at all. I can't remember there being a big snow at all last year.
Yeah, and I remember, I mean, and the snow that they blow out there, the snow that they make is incredible, and they can cover the place in no time with great powder. Mm-hmm. Problem is, every time they did it last year, some weird front would come in and we would get rain. Remember that?
Yeah, and then it'd freeze over and there'd be ice. There was a couple of years I went skiing up there, and you take a fall on some of that iced over snow. Man, that's not fun.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't. But they have some sort of improvement in technology or how they're doing it, because the last few years I've been out there, even in conditions that should be icy, it's never been icy. It's been really like above what you would ever expect. They do a great job.
Are there any other ski areas in the area?
Not that I know of. Yeah.
No, you got to go to like Iowa or Galena or something.
Yeah, what would be the closest?
The closest, because I used to go all the time, and instead of having to drive to Colorado, we'd go to Galena, which is up, northern Illinois, whatever. There's Paoli Peaks, I think, is in Iowa. And these are distances. These are 6, 8 hours.
Yeah, this is stay
5
over.
hours, that kind of stuff, minimum. It's not 25 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right, our phone number, 314-969-DUDE, 314-969-3833. Cameras and chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. On the socials, at RIZZ Show. And emails, rizshow@1057thepoint.com. Ladies and gentlemen, real or fake picks, we'll make those later. How about those cans this week? Wow.
Huge cans.
Wow.
By the way, real quick, the largest snowfall that was recorded in St. Louis last year from January 16 to January 17 was just about 2 inches. Now, that doesn't count like Wentzville and stuff like that, but there's a news report that says that parts of Wentzville last year, or this year in February, got like 4 inches. But that's still nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. That's nothing. All right, Jess, some emails, please.
Yes, listener Kelly posted an ad on Facebook Marketplace and a few other places that her son, who has sensory and developmental issues, loves his new Bob's Furniture t-shirt he got from their grand opening recently.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it so much that laundry time is a bit rough with having just the one shirt.
So he loves that shirt. He's got to wear that shirt all the time.
All the time, yeah. Several people, including our own hero, Tony Patrico over here, helped out. Contacted
Did
Bob's.
she say hero, or you're putting that in?
That's my word. Contacted Bob's headquarters directly. They are sending a box of shirts to Kelly for her son.
That's
Oh, you did
awesome.
that? That's
How
nice.
great
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, I reached out. I saw she posted that, so I reached out. I sent him an email, and I just shared the story, and they were like, thanks for sharing this. We'll reach out to her. And I didn't hear the end result, but that's great.
Getting a
look at
box
you.
of them, man.
This
How
is
cool
for you.
is that? Yeah.
This is for you.
Thanks,
There you
man.
go, man. She is very grateful for Patrico and all the others for helping out, and she says that Tony and the rest of us here on the show should never underestimate the impact even the smallest gesture will have.
That's
so
very
that's
nice.
very cool, man.
She's a Team Riz member. She's the one that gave us cupcakes at the Eating Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which were delicious,
those
by the
were
way.
good.
Thank you. trying to think. Bob's the furniture place.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
So
yeah.
it's an iconic yellow shirt that he wears.
I don't know if it was
it's
yellow or orange or whatever, whatever color it is, but yeah. And the post that she said that he wears it every day, daily, and like if he doesn't wear it, it's a big deal. So she has to wash it constantly. So that's great. I'm glad that they're helping her out.
Patrico.
Thanks, man.
Next.
Amanda and Jacqueline both emailed separately saying thanks for standing up for those who just don't want to have kids. We had that discussion.
Yes. How did that even come up? Was it an email?
Yeah.
I think it was an email.
No, it was a story.
It was a Sexy Time Fun Facts thing that said that.
There were statistics.
Yeah, that's right. That's
49% of us or something.
No, it was an email.
It wasn't. It was a study that you had 5 reasons to say why it's okay to not have kids. Five reasons why it's okay to not feel bad about it.
You know what it was? It was an email where somebody asked them why they're not having kids.
Oh,
They
yeah.
said it's very intrusive. Mm-hmm. It's like asking it's like asking a chick if she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And you're rolling the dice as far as is she fat or is she pregnant? Do you want to take the chance there? Are they not having kids because it's a choice, or are they not having kids because they can't have kids?
Because they can't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had the 5 signs that you might not want kids and why that's
why you shouldn't have kids, and that's okay.
Yeah, and I related that. I did ask somebody, a friend, one time, say, "Hey, how come you and the wife never had kids?" They'd been together 10+ years, and it was
because somebody's pressuring you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you should have kids.
Yeah. So Jacqueline says her and her dude don't hate kids, and she is glad others have them, but being a parent just isn't for her. Amanda has defended her decision her entire life. It's one of the reasons why she got divorced was because she didn't want to have kids, and her dude did. She even had to fight to find a doctor who would tie her tubes for her.
Really?
She says, thanks for standing up for women like her who are made to feel selfish and selfish about her feelings.
You just can't ask a doctor to do that?
Maybe it's an insurance thing?
No, it's not an insurance thing. Most doctors won't do that on somebody that A, doesn't need it, or B, doesn't have kids yet.
I think it's one of those.
Because of the regret factor,
Isn't it an
You know what it
invasive
is?
surgery?
It is pretty invasive.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think any doctor wants...
I think it's one of those while you're in there, like if you get a C-section or like, hey, while we're in here, we'll do it.
Yeah, if there's some sort of issues or something, that's usually an option. But I'm saying if you just walk in and you're a single gal or you're not a mother and you go in and say, I want my tubes tied, I think a lot of doctors are going to go, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, just like a vasectomy. If you go in and listen, my first vasectomy was in my early 20s, and I had to discuss at length, hey, I already got 2 kids, probably not going to do it again. Like at the time I was married, So,
I already got 2 kids. I'm probably not going to do this 11 more times.
And I remember the guy saying, hey, normally people your age, if they came in here and said that they want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to give them a permanent condom just so they can, be promiscuous. I don't want to be a part of that. But because of your circumstances, I'll do that.
Why did she say the guy wouldn't get a vasectomy? Did she mention that at all? And that email? What?
No, she just said that they got divorced because he wanted kids and she didn't.
He wanted kids, she didn't.
Which that probably should have been a conversation you had before you got married.
That's what I would think. I went to go see Dr. Huatma yesterday over at South County Urological. Nothing wrong. Just, sponsored the show. How you doing kind of thing. Haven't seen you in a while. And, we're wrapping. And I'm telling you, that lobby of his, half of the people in there, and it was crowded, were Riz Show listeners.
Really?
Half of the lobby.
That's great.
And I said, hey, have you ever had a couple in the room during the consult arguing over whether they should or shouldn't get the vasectomy? And he said, yeah, that's happened.
Wow.
Like they were in the room during the consult talking about getting a vasectomy where the guy wanted it and the girl didn't.
The doctor's sitting there with the razor in his hand going, what are we doing, folks?
No, and he says, this is not a discussion from here. Go home.
That's the first thing I thought was, did you not talk about it before?
This is not a discussion to have in the room. Why don't you go home and talk about this?
So it was the gal that was saying no and the guy saying yes?
Yeah.
I'd imagine he gets pulled into that conversation too, doesn't he? As the doctor.
Doc, tell her.
Come on, tell him it's okay,
Yes,
or tell her it's all
a-
right. And
It's a decision that you'll both have to make together. Next.
Speaking of, and especially since Tony brought it up, anonymous female here writes, her and her dude have been together for 6 months. Yes, she realizes not a long time, but they both know this is a long-term, we're in this to win this relationship.
6 months, okay.
Both in their late 20s. Most of their friends have started families already. She has never wanted kids as long as she can remember. She never had that motherly feeling, if you will, in her body. Boyfriend says he wants kids, but not for probably about another 5 years.
And she doesn't want kids, period.
She knows for sure she does not want kids. He wants them, but not for another 5 years, keeping in mind they're in their late 20s. Since that's 5 years away, they haven't chatted a ton about it. Her question is, should she let this relationship keep going, knowing this is going to be an issue that could separate them in the future, or does she just hope one day one of them will change their mind?
You're going to have a really heart-to-heart talk about this.
Now or later?
Now.
I think now and as the years progress.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I don't know.
Now.
So
because what are you going to let this go until it's a huge problem later?
Well, the emailer from before, Amanda, and you just asked, that's a conversation you should have had before they got married. She's in the chat room, and she said they've been together since they were 16 years old, and they had that conversation, and he knew, but he said, you're just young, things will change. And she said things did not change, and that caused a huge rift in the relationship.
Yeah, but statistically speaking, he was on the right track there. Most people will say, even at 16 or 29, will say, this is what I do and don't want. And that changes in 2 years, much less 5 years, much less 10 years. My parents didn't want kids at all. Not at all. They were super against it. They loved their life. They had the whole damn thing planned out. My mother was 37, and she met my cousin for the first time. Her sister had a kid, and she's like, "Oh my God, I didn't expect this feeling. I think I want kids," and they figured it out from there.
Well, maybe in the back of this chick's head now, there's going to be a ticking time bomb, and eventually he's going to want to have a kid.
Okay, but I don't think you need to sit down and have like a super heart-to-heart.
Yeah, but you want different things, though.
Yes, have a discussion about it, but we're only 6 months in.
Yeah, but they're in their late 20s.
But you're doing the same thing.
There's not much time.
Yeah, see, I think that's a bad attitude to have, the not much time thing. I think that's where people really get in trouble and start digging into, I want kids or I don't want kids.
We want different things.
Yeah, but not.
And that's a big one.
But maybe so 5 years down the road. So let's split it in half or take a quarter of that 5 year time and say, at that point, we should really start having the
But
same
she's already
the
made
same
up her
end
mind.
goals
I mean,
here.
she says, I don't want kids. She's in her late 20s.
But guys,
I don't want kids.
what human being knows what they want in 5 years? You don't. You don't. Who could be so arrogant as to say that you know what you're going to want or who you're going to be in 5 years or 10 years or something? Just
I have goals. When
Yeah,
when I started
goals.
radio, I know what I wanted to do.
Of course, goals. But I mean, I'm saying you gotta let life just kind of happen.
You can't visualize what you want to be or what you want to do in 5 to 10 years.
Well, here's a case
of
in
course,
point.
but I'm not arrogant enough to say that this is exactly what I know is best for me, or something, or that those things aren't going to change and ebb and flow and evolve.
Yeah, somebody in the chat room says
I
that
disagree.
when him and his wife got together, they both decided no kids. We're married. We don't want kids. They got a 3-year-old now because things change and they wanted
things
them.
do change. But
Yeah,
if she
that's all I
says
mean.
Exactly what he's saying.
She says she's pretty adamant though about never wanting kids.
Okay, and if
Yeah,
they're
but so are these guys.
if they're a year and a half or 2 years in, or
You know what? Do what you want to do.
why are you so
Do what
upset?
you wanna do.
I'm saying I think the biggest factor here that I'm arguing for is that it's only 6 months in. You know what I mean? You're saying to put the kibosh on something only 6
I'm not
months
saying
in.
put the kibosh on it. I'm saying you have to really sit down and have a talk about this. Not just, we'll table this. We're gonna table this discussion for 5 years.
I think you definitely have to hit
I
it
don't think
with way before the next 5
I don't
years.
think this is a discussion that needs to be tabled. I think it's a discussion you need to have now. If we're going to move forward, let's see if we want the same things. Let's see if we have the same goals.
I agree.
Let's see where we want to be in 5 to 10 years.
So I agree. A discussion should be had. But dude, still late 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. I don't care. 20s is young as hell, and when you're in your 20s, you don't realize that. You think, oh, there's a timer. Guys, we know a gal that like in her late 20s, she was so freaking panicked that she didn't have kids yet that she was looking for boyfriends and stuff and doing all the wrong moves because she thought a timer was on her life. You know what I mean? Because, oh, God, all my friends are having babies and all my friends are getting married and all this kind of stuff. And all it did was ruin her dating experience. You guys know this. Like, I mean, you've seen it 1,000 times. 20s is young as hell. I don't care if you're 29 with one day to go before you're 30. You're still so super young. The whole timer thing, I think, is not good for our society.
You know what? And here's a good point brought up by Amanda, the chick that originally emailed, the first email. She said she gets what you're saying, Moon, but it's also not good to, if you are set in your ways and don't have kids, to drag your partner's hopes on, like to drag them through.
Like,
Like,
you're gonna say, you'll change your mind. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep going. You're gonna change your mind.
But again, we're not talking about a 3-year thing. There's no dragging. 6 months is no dragging. You guys are still hanging every night, doing your things. Just, woohoo! This is brand new.
Hey, have some fun.
Right. So what I'm saying is you can't have all the fun if you're sitting down and having like super, super crazy, like make or break sort of discussions like that.
But she's saying in the email, like, this is the one. This is going to be the long termer for me.
Yeah, but
she's concerned that they're not on the same page.
But I'm also saying you're in your 20s and you're saying that this is the
I
one.
Listen, I didn't have my first kid at 16. I had my first kid at 30.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm saying take it from that experience. I mean, any sort of experience in your 20s. Just remember when you were in your 20s. You had it figured out.
Sure do.
And I bet you're willing to admit that you probably think you had it more figured out when you were in your 20s than you do right now.
less responsibility, so yeah.
No. I'm saying 28-year-old Tony
Yeah.
was more confident that you knew X amount of the world than you do now at 30-something. Because you're now older and wiser.
I got
and
it all figured out now.
Yeah, but I'm saying older and wiser realizes that you know less.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Wisdom is being able to admit what you don't know. And in your 20s, you know everything. That's all I'm saying.
Did we just hear from Moon Fuchsius? I think so.
As soon as he said that, I was waiting for the gong. Wisdom is knowing you do not know.
Would you read that in the back? Would you go to P.F. Chang's?
Yeah, it was a cookie. Yeah, it was a cookie. I got it in my back pocket.
What are my lotto numbers? Let me know the nose.
7, 14, 3.
Thank you, Moon Fuchsius.
You know what I mean. I'm just trying to help.
Kinda.
I'm just trying to help.
Thank you for the emails, guys. We're here for you. Moon is. Moon Fuchsius.
And now, here is today's Mattress Direct Team Riz member of the day.
All right, today's Team Riz member of the day is from Forestell. It's Becky Loftman.
Hey!
Becky has been a fan for years and says she wouldn't have it any other way. Becky listens to the podcast and has been passing on the word about the podcast to all her friends and family. Thank you, an evangelist. And Becky says, I couldn't imagine listening to anyone else. You guys make me feel like a part of the group. Thank you. I'd love to be part of Team Riz. You got it. You are the Team Riz member of the day, brought to you by Mattress Direct. And you get that super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey, which I guess we got a new design because here's the deal. A little inside baseball for you. So the first run of Team Riz member soccer jerseys, they discontinued that shirt design.
Which is...
So Under Armour, we got the shirts from Under Armour, like real nice. Now, these new designs are nice too. But they discontinued it.
Which is kind of cool.
Order.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, don't you think?
Version 2.0.
Well, it's like a seasonal jersey. Like the Manchester United jersey changes every year, and you can't get that cut and that exact same thing. So this is a limited edition.
When we say limited edition, we really mean it. I mean, limited edition. All right, get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, 6:39. Tuesday, your first look at the traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Well, you dirt-eating piece of slime, you scum-sucking pig, you son of a motherless goat.
Coming at you.
And your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Eastbound 44, that approaching Big Ben. There's an accident there. It's blocking 2 right lanes. Eastbound 70 at St. Louis Avenue. There's also an accident blocking the right lane. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. That being brought to you by Clean Slate Tattoo Removal, using the Cutera laser to remove any unwanted tattoo. Today, cloudy and a small chance for some showers, around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler, just under 40 for the low. And right now, it is 44 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Jimmy John's. Want fresh food fast? Jimmy John's spends 6 hours slicing and baking every day to make you a 30-second sandwich. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meat.
All right, news next.
Listen, I had a couple things that I wanted to fix on my truck. A few dings here and there, some shopping cart dings. I know loading up my equipment into my truck, I kind of dinged some things up there too as well. So I needed to fix some things. And basically, I asked a guy in the office here who I knew just got some work done on his car, where'd he go? And he told me West County Auto Body. So I took my car there. They did a phenomenal job. The turnaround time was incredible. And I'm so glad I went there, because now I have a body shop for life, because these guys not only did they fix my vehicle and make it look fantastic, but they're so nice, and everything was so cool and so chill. I mean, they worked with my insurance. Dealers refer to these guys because they know how to get it done right. Listen, if you need anything done because you were in a minor accident, you got a little bumper damage, or maybe even an ex-girlfriend keyed your ride, they will take care of you. They fix anything. A truck like myself, sport vehicles, fleet vehicles, vans, big trucks, whatever, they hooked it up for me. They're going to hook it up for you as well. If you're in the St. Louis area, you need something done to your car, this is the place to go. Mention the point, mention my name, mention the Riz Show, and they're going to hook you up. Go see Rob, go see Gigi. WestCountyAuto.com. You can find them just south the page on Lindbergh. Phone number 314-993-4466. WestCountyAuto.com. It's West County Auto Body.
All right, you got all these people coming over for the holidays, whether it be Thanksgiving, whether it be a Christmas party, whether it be Christmas, whether it be New Year's. Is your home ready? Now, I'm talking about cleanliness. How does the carpet look? How does it smell? Do you have what you'd call a carpet disaster? All right, you're going to hire the deal of the day carpet cleaner to save some money. All right, well, trust should not come that easy. Think about it. No licensing required to be a professional carpet cleaner. How do you know what they're putting in your carpet? Who's this guy in my house? Have you Googled the company? No. All right, stop what you're doing and call Zero Res. Call Zero Res because you know it's safe and you know it's effective. You know because I've told you, because it's been in my house. Patrico's told you. Moon's told you. And the Zero Res Gotta Love a Guarantee makes it easy to get what you pay for. Yes, Zero Res absolutely stands behind every cleaning. Go ahead, get clean. Do not miss this deal. 3 rooms, Zero Res clean starting at $119. Mention the ratio when you call. Yep, 3 rooms clean starting at $119. Call 314-474-2020, 474-2020, online, ZeroResSTL.com. Spelled backward or forward, spells the same. It's Zero Res.
Fast Eddie's Bon Air right there in beautiful downtown Alton, Illinois. Legendary for many, many reasons. And I've talked about the cheap eats. The food is great. The prices are low. That Big Elwood on a stick, still a classic. I was hearing about that in the early 90s. And it is well worth it. Marinated tenderloin with peppers. Very, very tasty. You got that half-pound Fat Eddie burger. Of course, the bratwurst, the kebabs. You got those famous fries, the hot chick on a stick, the peel and eat shrimp from the cool waters of Mexico, and the coldest beer on the entire planet. I dare you to find beer that's colder. I don't know how it's not frozen. It feels like it is. It is beautiful, beautiful, cool goodness when you drink it. Now, everything at Fast Eddie's provides that perfect opportunity, perfect environment for good times. Good times for a party, good times for lunch, for dinner, for just a night out or a weekend out. The best in live entertainment. Whiskey Dixon plays every single Friday, every weekend, every night of the weekend. They have the best in local St. Louis entertainment right there. Now, from the food to the beer to the staff to the bands, there's no reason not to go back or visit for the first time Fast Eddie's, legendary Fast Eddie's Bon Air, just over the Clark Bridge, just a few minutes from downtown St. Louis in beautiful downtown Alton, Illinois.
This is the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
You know, it's never too early to start your holiday shopping or even talk about it. Why are you shaking your head?
Just thinking of Julie
is too
starts.
early for you?
No, Julie does it in June, July. She starts buying
Holiday
stuff
shopping?
and just putting it away. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, 1057thepoint.com/store. The Riz Show /Point online holiday store is now open, folks. So again, 1057thepoint.com/store. Get some of your favorite stuff. Riz Fest t-shirts, the Karate Patrico t-shirts. We still have some of those in stock. The You Better Bring It t-shirts, the new Weirdo t-shirts, and hoodies.
Dude, the hoodie.
The Weirdo hoodie, which I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, I'm a large if you want to get me something for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
If it's that easy, fine.
It's fine with me.
Okay, done.
Well, and then it has that pocket in the front where you could put something in there,
Like
too.
a gift card or cash?
Or a bottle of booze. No?
Nah.
Okay.
You called it.
Damn it.
Listen, and
That's what you're getting.
and I know you
That's
said
what you're getting.
I know you already said
You can't
like
sway me.
it's
Stop trying to sway me.
I'm not. I know you said like the Karate Patrico thing, that's like limited edition. Like some of these items are truly limited edition. Like they are not printing more. Like so if you want these, you got to get them now.
Get them now. Or the Patrico Garden Gnomes, the Gnome Tricos.
Yeah.
The old school Point Triangle t-shirts that you'd find at Wayback Point Fest. And again, those hoodies, those weirdo hoodies. Yep.
I'm telling you, man, when we saw those, or I know me and Patrick was the same way, we're like, that is a damn good looking hoodie.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
fantastic.
getting you one. That's your gift.
That's fine by me.
The only one that didn't say anything is Moon.
He doesn't want anything. He told me
Congratulations.
earlier. He said, "Don't get it. Don't get me anything at all."
I want it all, especially the weirdo stuff. But I have my Riz Fest shirt on right now.
Yeah.
The Point T-shirts that you guys were just talking about, I have 3 of them, and I wear them every single
The
week.
quality on those.
And that's what
are-
I'm saying.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the material.
It's the material.
Good God, I love it.
So 1057thepoint.com/store. The Riz Show Point online holiday store is now open. Speaking of holidays, anybody going anywhere for Thanksgiving? Are we all staying local?
I think I am.
Staying here.
Are you going away?
Yeah, but I haven't figured out where. Like it's not a
Like
normal.
fly or drive?
Probably drive just for money's sake, and I think all those flights don't the prices go up and they're harder to get.
Right now is the time.
Oh, really?
Like if you're to buy a ticket,
Well, then I guess I got.
because I think they're going to start going up incrementally as the closer we get to
Gotcha.
Thanksgiving and to Christmas. But Thanksgiving might be, and thank God we are staying home. We're staying local for both holidays this year.
I'm going to Union, and that's it.
You don't have to fly there.
You flying?
No.
You're taking your submarine.
You can't.
Thanksgiving might be the most horrible time of the year to fly. So here's how to make it slightly less horrible if you still have not booked your flights. So a website called The Insider studied the numbers from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics to figure out the best and worst times to fly around Thanksgiving to avoid the biggest crowds and longest delays. So they say the best day to fly out is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And the second best is on Thanksgiving itself. So what's the date on the Saturday before Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving this year is on the 23rd, right? And then that would be the 18th.
Wow.
So the 18th would be.
I mean, you're taking that's a full week of vacation that you're
the
taking.
18th or Thanksgiving Day, best time to fly. The worst days are the Sunday and Tuesday before Thanksgiving, especially Tuesday night. So if you're flying Tuesday night, expect delays, expect crowds.
No,
And you earned it if you waited that long.
maybe I'll fly out on Thanksgiving Day then.
When you're going home afterwards, Black Friday is the best day to fly. Saturday is the second best. And the Monday and Tuesday after Thanksgiving are the worst times to fly home. They have the most delays. So you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Where would you go?
I don't know. This is the first year that I don't have my kiddos, so I kind of want to get out of town because I don't really want to be here without them. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Kind of pretend it's not Thanksgiving.
You know where you go? You know where it's great on Thanksgiving?
Where?
New Jersey.
Oh yeah. I've heard good things.
The Garden State.
Said no one.
Now you have a year to be able to figure out how to say that without laughing afterwards next year.
All right, let's
That's
do some
funny.
news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
18 North Central in O'Fallon, Missouri, where their iComet brings Call of Duty to life.
So, serious news. The gunman who killed at least 26 people and wounded many more inside that small-town Baptist church in Texas on Sunday may have been targeting only one woman, his mother-in-law, who was not at the church at the time. This is in Sutherland Springs, Texas. Devin Kelly is the guy who opened fire. And police said that his wife's grandmother was killed. And at least half of those killed were children. And Devin Kelly should have been prevented from buying guns because of a 2012 conviction in a military court on charges that included fracturing his infant stepson's skull and assaulting his first wife. And the Air Force says it's reviewing the case to figure out why the conviction was not entered into a federal database used to screen gun buyers. And he died after being shot twice by an armed citizen near the scene. But authorities said yesterday his body also had a self-inflicted shot to the head.
Yeah, I think didn't he call his dad or something from the car saying I'm not going to make it or something to that effect?
I didn't see that.
I read something about that. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but that's what somebody said.
But more details, are coming out about not only what happened at the church, but what happened after he left the church. A guy named Stephen Williford, who lives down the street, heard the gunfire from the church, grabbed his rifle, and ran out to meet the killer. He shot the guy through a gap in his body armor and made him jump in his car and take off. And then he flagged down another driver, and they followed the guy and kept him covered until police arrived. And here he is, Stephen Williford, the hero, talking about it. Man. And there's two guys. One is the driver. He's the guy with the neck tattoos. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of these guys. And this is the older guy with the beard.
This guy looks like your uncle.
Yeah, Stephen Williford.
The people at that church, they're friends of mine, their family. And every time I heard a shot, I knew that probably represented a life. I was scared to death. I was. I was scared for me, and I was scared for every one of them. And I was scared for my own family that just lived less than a block away. I'm no hero. I am not. I think my God, my Lord, protected me and gave me the skills to do what needed to be done. And I just wish I could have gotten there faster. But I didn't know. I didn't know what was happening.
He says he's not a hero, but the guy is.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran towards this monster. Mm-hmm. And was he not barefoot?
Yeah.
I believe he was barefoot.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't
Saw
see
that
that.
He was
too.
barefoot. And the driver is a guy named Johnny Langendorf. And he helped chase down the killer after he left the church. And he's talking more about what he saw on Sunday.
He's very much a hero. He acted quicker than he could think as well. He did absolutely the right thing, which was try and take him down on the scene. From what I know, he was just taking a nap and heard the gunshots and reacted.
What kind of gun did he have?
He had an AR-15.
So they both the killer and the individual you drove had AR-15s.
The killer, from what I heard,
Had a Ruger.
had a pistol during the firefight.
Right.
Which is the main part that I saw.
And then the guy with you, the other hero, had his own.
Yes, he had his own AR-15, yes, sir. And he came out, he was barefooted.
He was barefoot.
Barefoot.
Yeah, he had no shoes on or nothing, but he was ready to act. And the moment police got there and everything, he did all the right things.
So that's the driver. And he's the guy with the neck tattoos and the younger guy, the guy who ran out of the house. He was the older fellow.
Yeah.
Locally here, 2 parents are being charged with murder after a 6-year-old kid was found dead from malnourishment. And this in Jerseyville. Jerseyville Police Department said 42-year-old Michael Roberts and the boy's stepmom, 42-year-old Georgina Roberts, facing murder and child endangerment charges. Now, back on the 3rd, police were called to the hospital because of a deceased, malnourished kid. 2 kids, the 6-year-old and 7-year-old, were deprived food as a form of punishment. I didn't see how long they kept food from these kids.
Yeah, I didn't see any story as far as like in-depth description of the punishment, but I mean any length of time is sickening.
An autopsy conducted on the 6-year-old revealed the cause of death was failure to thrive due to extreme malnourishment. The stepmom, Georgina, had been charged with endangering the health of a child back in 2005, but those charges were dismissed. She did, however, plead guilty to a possession of a controlled substance charge at the time. How this woman was allowed around kids.
Yeah.
The 6-year-old lived at this house with 5 other kids. And the other kids were taken into protective custody. So it was a mixture of, 2 families together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was a blended family. Yeah.
So how this woman was allowed to be around kids or even have kids in the first place is beyond me. And now a 6-year-old's dead. A judge from the Illinois side has been accused of offering to lower a legal fee if a dude performed a certain intimate sexual favor on him. Which, if you're a judge, you're not allowed to do.
As a judge, you're not.
Not allowed to do that, Jeff.
Okay.
Not allowed to do that. Jeff looked up confused, like, what?
Oh, wait, you said
okay.
Illinois. Oh, Illinois. Okay.
No, that's everywhere, Jeff.
Illinois rules.
Jeff, that's pretty much everywhere, buddy.
And I'm talking about 55-year-old St. Clair County Circuit Court Judge Ronald Dubert. He's been charged with solicitation of a sexual act, battery, criminal sexual abuse, and intimidation. He's accused of offering to reduce a legal fee by $100 if the victim did stuff to him. Prosecutors also say the judge touched the guy's junk through his underwear and that he tried to intimidate him to stop him from reporting what had happened.
Come on, man.
So you go to jail and you lost your career for $100.
Yep.
Totally worth it.
100, and you're a judge too.
And you're a judge. God. 2 a-holes were arrested and charged for attempting to carjack 2 women on Friday at the Kohl's on Watson and Crestwood. So these 2 men had just shoplifted from the Kohl's and ran to their getaway car, which would not start. Not great planning there, fellas. So 41-year-old Corey West, 42-year-old Earl Hood ran up on a woman who was sitting in her car. And the woman, thank God, saw the 2 approach. I mean, it's seconds before they grabbed the door handle, she hit her door locks.
That's stuff of nightmares right there.
So after grabbing the door handles, they went looking for another victim. And the cops got to the scene in less than 90 seconds after calling 911, found the 2 trying to jack a 75-year-old woman in the parking lot. She said that she'd just gotten into her car, had her keys in her hand, when one of the 2 douchebags reached in the open door, grabbed her hand, and demanded the keys. But thank God, again, lucky break, cops right on them.
Yeah.
And she refused to hand over the keys, and the 2 suspects were arrested.
Yeah, let's give it up for the cops. Less than 90 seconds, man. Good job, guys.
Speaking of police, today, voters in the city, today is election day, by the way. Voters in the city will decide the fate of a half-cent sales tax hike that will go towards police and firefighters. Prop P is the only issue on the ballot in the city today, although there is an aldermanic election in one ward. And supporters of Prop P said the measure will allow the city to give police officers a raise and keep their salaries competitive with the county. And remember, the county did approve their Prop P raise for cops and firefighters. So the city's like, hey, if we don't give police officers a raise, who the hell's going to want to work here when they go to the county to work?
Yep.
So the St. Louis Public Safety Director questions whether the city will be able to keep qualified, experienced officers here without a raise. People against Prop P say a different approach is needed. More community policing and more bias training for officers would be better than a pay increase. Although the community should already be policing themselves, you'd think. And people are saying this vote is going to be close. Anytime, especially in the city, when somebody hears, tax increase, even if it's a half cent sales tax increase, I'm not voting for it.
Yeah, and no matter what it's for either. All they hear is tax increase. Nope.
And next thing you know, we got a new Metrolink stop and no stadium for a new soccer team. Half cent? Nah. Nope. Not here.
No, thank you.
I'm paying more taxes. No siree. Now we'll continue having the whole thing with St. Louis being akin to Beirut.
Right.
Cool. That's good. While police move to the county for better pay.
Yeah.
But do what you want.
I had a couple buddies who, when they went through the academy, this was a couple years back, when they went through the academy, like they would graduate and they would come down and work in the city like that because they needed police officers down here. Now, they know guys that are going through the academy, and then just once they graduate the academy, if they can't get a job in the county or somewhere else, they just don't work until they find somewhere where they want to go.
Yeah.
They just don't work. And this would be maybe that necessary step to get those officers to go, okay, I am going to go work in the city again.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it passes. I know the mayor's behind it too. I know the mayor's behind Prop P, if that means anything to you. All right, we got more news after the break. Including, folks, Wiener news.
All right.
Yes, Wiener news. 7:07 on this Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here's Patrico.
That fat mother right there.
All right.
Right. Hey.
Coming at you.
Your Pony traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Eastbound 44 approaching Big Bend. There's an accident there blocking 2 right lanes. Eastbound 70 at St. Louis Avenue. An accident blocks the right lane there. And we're looking at some slow traffic eastbound 44 on the on-ramp from Shrewsbury. That because of construction. Your Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control. Protecting what matters since 1965. Today, cloudy. Small chance for some showers and around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler. Just under 40 for the low. And right now, it's 42 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty does stand with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
All right, so more news after the break. We'll find out who's getting shot when Patrico does sports and your headline Hooge. So, when they do something at the AB Brewery, when they do something at the beer garden, they always do it big. Always do it big, whether it be the holiday lights. Holiday lights are being turned on the 16th. Fun for the whole family. If you got people coming to town, you have to bring them down to the brewery for the holiday lights. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through December 30th, walking tours. There is the ice skating rink, which they'll have out there one more time, the Bud Light ice rink. The rink is 84 by 40, open to all guests of all ages. Hot cocoa, kettle corn available for purchase. Skate rentals will also be available for a small donation to a nonprofit. But also this month, the entire month of November, for military members at the AB gift shop, a 20% discount, plus free glassware engraving. And the beer garden, they have this Brew It Forward program where you're able to buy a Cheers to Our Heroes card if you'd like to pay for a military or first responders beer. So that's down there at the beer garden. the entire month of November. And on Veterans Day, which is on Saturday, they do have a parade over at Soldiers Memorial. Parade starts at noon. Lineup starts at 10 a.m. Employees, family, and friends are welcome. Flag ceremony with the Clydesdales. The tour trolley will be decorated. Candy, beads, and coolies will be given away. And then they'll party at the beer garden on Saturday from 4 to 7. It's the brewery. It's the beer garden. All the details, BudweiserTours.com. All right, so the holidays are fast approaching, and ordering gifts for everyone on your list doesn't have to be a tough thing. You can do it with just a click of a mouse. A couple weeks ago, the doorbell rang. There was a nice postman with a box, and the box said Omaha Steaks. Yep. You know the way to my heart.
Yep.
Through my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Fired the grill up. Well, let me tell you about Omaha Steaks and how for only $49.99 you can get my family gift pack when you go to omahasteaks.com and enter my code word Riz in the search bar, and that'll be 75% off. So right now, Omaha Steaks is giving an exclusive savings just to Riz Show listeners. Now listen to everything you're going to get for less than $50. 2 filet mignons, or is that filet mignons?
It's the first one.
That's the
first
fancy
one.
way of saying
It's
it.
fillet mignons.
Filet mignons, yes. 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 of those caramel apple tartlets, 1 Omaha steak seasoning packet, plus get 4 additional kielbasa sausages for free. And listen, Omaha Steaks, I mean, they have over 500 gourmet gift ideas, great steak experiences at home. So go to omahasteaks.com, enter my code word Riz in the search bar, and get a 75% savings. It's the gift guaranteed to be a hit. omahasteaks.com.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
I'm arguing with Ryan on Twitter here, Ryan F. We were talking about, the stadium, the soccer stadium. I guess we're still talking about the soccer stadium not being funded down here in St. Louis. And from what I heard yesterday, by the way, MLS in St. Louis is not a dead deal. I heard that from a pretty good source yesterday. But, they had the plans for the stadium down here by Union Station, right by the radio station here. And it was voted down last April, was it?
Something like that, sure.
Voted down last April because it would be they were talking about a slight tax increase. Was it I think it was a sales tax thing as well, a sales tax increase?
Yeah, it was pretty specific, and it had to do with out of state vendors. It was.
Yeah, it had something to do with not here.
It was out of state vendors. It wasn't taxing citizens per se. It was out of state vendors that had to do with the stadium and blah blah.
Well,
blah.
and usually it's somebody hears a tax increase and they go, nope. Well, Ryan on Twitter says, really? Why don't you build a stadium by your house? Don't want to do that, do you? Well, that wouldn't make sense, Ryan. Building a stadium by my house.
Yeah, lovely neighborhood. Don't get us wrong.
I don't think anybody's going to come there.
Uh-uh.
It's not great for traffic. 109 is going to be backed up. That doesn't make any sense, Ryan. And he says, really? Not any large pieces of land out there in Wildwood? I doubt that. Keep taxing the poor and keep it out of your backyard, right? Well, listen.
That's exactly what you meant by that.
I liked
yeah.
the plan they had down here. Seemed, off the highways. Think about Clark Street. Clark Street would be Busch Stadium, Scott Trade Center, and the soccer stadium on one street.
Yeah.
Which would be amazing. Right off the highways, business coming downtown. Ryan, I like the idea they had for here.
Hell, and I like the idea of having a soccer stadium in my backyard. And if it was feasible and made sense, I would invite it because it would be good for me.
It really, you guys have seen my backyard. It would make no sense back there.
It
No,
would,
There's
really
that
would.
pond there.
It's hilly. You got all sorts of sewer issues.
Doesn't make any sense.
Plus the lemon tree. I mean, come
I
on.
got a lemon
right,
tree back
right in the
there.
middle of the way there.
Oh yeah.
And then plus, if that happens, there's nowhere for us to shoot off fireworks, and that's gonna.
Oh, that's the
Well,
biggest.
that's
not
issue
happening.
Right there, yeah.
That's a dumb idea, Ryan. But then he writes back, there are plenty of places out in the county that would be great for a stadium and be closer to the target audience without putting more pressure on the city. Okay.
Fine.
That's fine, too.
There aren't plenty, but if one of those works out and I have a say in it, you better believe I will vote to bring commerce to this town.
Absolutely, that would work for a stadium if they put it out in the county.
Yep.
I'm down with that.
For sure.
But saying in my backyard, that doesn't make any sense, Ryan.
Although on your deck, sitting there and watching.
Hey, man,
oh,
okay,
that
it'd
would
be
it'd be
so
convenient.
cool.
I would like to watch
Man.
it.
It'd be- if it
I'd
was-
buy a season lawn chair.
Listen, I know what we always say that Riz, lives in a ginormous house, but that's a real small field if it's in your backyard.
Yeah.
They would have to play halvesies.
I really don't think there's the room in my backyard, Ryan. But I mean, if they want to discuss it.
Sure.
Guys, welcome to the new MLS format, 2-on-2. Got to take it out.
Playing in front of a packed house of 15.
That's all right. I don't want to argue, Ryan. Come on. Can't we be friends? I hate arguing.
Yeah, you do hate that.
You know, it's hard to believe that that hazing is still going on in this day and age. But apparently it still is. And I'm talking about you frat bros. There was a hazing incident down at Florida State University, and a 20-year-old kid died. He was pledging a fraternity. He died on Friday night at one of the events. So the school took some serious action yesterday. And every single fraternity and sorority on the campus of Florida State University was suspended indefinitely. Every single fraternity and sorority. Here's the Florida State University president talking about it.
The safety and the well-being of our students will always be my number one priority. And that's why I'm enacting several changes effective immediately. I'm imposing an indefinite interim suspension on all fraternities and sororities at FSU. During this time, fraternity and sorority chapters will be prohibited from holding new member events, council or chapter meetings, chapter organized tailgates, chapter events such as socials, philanthropy, retreats, and intramurals, organized participation in our Market Wednesday, and organized participation in homecoming. This pause is needed. It's needed to review and reflect on the loss of a young life and to implement serious changes.
Serious changes? How about this? No more of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm not saying no more fraternities, no more sororities, but no more hazing, no more making these pledges do crazy things.
See, maybe this is just because of the person that I am, but I have zero problem with fraternities, sororities.
I don't have a problem either.
I have zero problem with pledging. I have zero problem with hazing. But what I do have a problem with is that these people are forced into thinking that they can't say no. Like, I know some guys that have rushed in fraternities that they were told to do certain things and they said no. And they had to go through some real serious crap from these fraternity brothers, but they said, I'm not doing that.
Like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to be naked in a basement, after drinking 4 gallons of vodka.
well, you don't need to, but I mean, I'm assuming
Well,
you
if that's
want
what I have to do to be in this club, I'm out.
FSU is, does that make the list for like top party schools every
Usually
year?
in the top 5 almost every year.
Every show that we played down there, Story of the Year played like college shows and a couple other festivals, and those college kids, man, they would take us to some of those parties, and I'm not even like a party guy, and I missed out on the whole college thing, but boy, oh boy, messy, intense. Those guys, the whole group, they can do it. I mean, they would party in the field of the soccer field during these festivals, and usually, it's off campus or that kind of stuff. The last time I was in FSU, it was intense. It was gnarly, pure party.
Again,
Yeah,
I said, I just...
If I have to do that silly stuff or stuff to endanger my life to be part of this club, no thank you.
Right, and I think you're the type of person, and correct me if I'm wrong, that if you went to a college and you wanted to join a frat, you would have no problem doing the stuff that they make you do until it came to that point where they said, all right, man, we're gonna see how much vodka you can drink in an hour. You'd go, I'm good.
Maybe so, but I'm telling you, because it's that party school, that type of an environment, you're used to that everywhere, and
I guess so, man. Like I said, I guess that's just how I am.
Yeah,
I have a limitation to where, and listen, and
you're also 30-something.
and-
We're talking about idiot college kids here.
I had
surrounded by party.
It's definitely a
know.
peer pressure thing.
I know. Listen, dude, I know. And when I was at SIUE and I was, this was the king of my party days where we would have parties at my house where 150 people were there. Like, I would be a disaster, an absolute disaster. But I still kind of knew where I was as far as my limit was concerned. Somebody say, hey, you're real drunk and you do stupid things. Do this. I was smart enough to go, no.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're from somewhere else or something,
I guess so.
And you're thrown in that environment, within 3 months, you're like, oh my God, I'm a wuss. I got to keep up. Everybody else is doing this.
It's a peer pressure thing.
You know who went to FSU? Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy, the machine,
Yeah.
known as the machine.
Yeah, and they got a statue of him at the 50-yard line, I believe. So, I mean, when you see that, you got to live up to it.
It's sad.
It is, man. He's some 18-year-old kid who just wants to be accepted.
This is somebody
who goes to a college and says, you know what, I'm going to try to get into a frat or a sorority because I have social anxiety. I don't have many friends. This is a way for me to get in with a group that has to like me. Oh, I got to drink a bunch of vodka first? Sure.
You're exactly right.
That's why this
You're
happens.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And it said this is somebody's son whose parents sent him off to school to get an education and to be social, whatever. And this is what happens.
And the guy that we just heard from, you said he's the president of the
Yeah.
place. He's a former frat guy himself. There, he's a former SIG up.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I think it's honestly a good move to just completely shut down and then slowly, allow things.
Yeah.
That way you have to start from zero and instead of going, we're going to take this away and then maybe this away. Just take it all away and then.
And that's why I brought up the fact that this guy is a former frat guy, because so many people that are in charge are former frat and sorority people. They don't want to mess with that.
Yeah. Well, this is a big deal that all the frats and sororities have been shut down at FSU. Guys, it's time for some wiener news.
Wiener, 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 next to another wiener, 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 two wieners alongside yet another wiener party, wiener party, party, wiener wieners nice and soft, not a red.
All right, thank you. It may be the last time we play this for 21 months unless something happens to him in prison. But Anthony Weiner, his prison time has begun. He has reported to Devon's Federal Medical Center in Massachusetts to begin his 21-month sentence. Remember, he pleaded guilty in May for sexting a 15-year-old girl. So he'll do the 21 months, 3 years probation. He also must register as a sex offender after he gets out of prison, and cannot appeal a sentence because of his guilty plea. And Devon's is a federal prison that offers treatment for sex addiction.
So it is a prison, because you said hospital, right?
Yeah, medical center, but it's
Or
a prison.
medical center. Here's my question, and I know this may sound like a silly question, but I guess in this day and age it's not. Is this guy going to have access to a phone? Any sort of devices? I mean, you just said
after
prison,
or
but
during?
I'm talking about during.
I mean, he's a prisoner. Well, this is a pretty big prison because
is it?
He is in the same prison as Peter Madoff, which is the brother of Bernie Madoff, and it was also the same prison that the Boston Marathon bomber was held in.
Oh, okay.
And Peter Madoff is in jail because of
the Ponzi stuff.
The Ponzi stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Federal Medical Center, federal prison in Massachusetts. Male inmates required specialized long-term medical or mental health care. Okay, I guess it is more of a prison camp than it originally sounded.
Yeah, I had to read into it too. Like who has stayed here that's been famous, and the Boston bomber was there.
Oh, Peter Madoff was 10 years? 10 years. Wow.
So that's your wiener news.
Wow. A month-long admission and orientation program.
It's someplace I don't want to be.
Well, I'm just saying, you see some of these places, especially named medical center or not something federal prison, and it just looks way too easy.
You still can't leave.
Man, leaving was never this guy's problem. It was the phone and his addictions.
I'm sure that some conditions are you're not allowed on the internet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would think that sounds like an obvious restriction.
Mm-hmm.
Until you start playing the Wiener song in 3 months because this idiot's online doing something and contacting somebody. You know?
Yeah, and I got into an argument with somebody last year. And it was after we watched that Wiener documentary, the documentary on the rise and fall of Anthony Weiner.
Which is one of the most fascinating reality shows of all time.
Congressman to the first time he was caught, to the time he was running for mayor, and then caught again. And his poor wife, who he's in the middle of divorcing. And I said, man, what a dummy. And this man, his eyes got red, and he goes, Anthony Weiner is not a dummy. He's a very smart man with a problem. Nope. I'm going to disagree with you. He's got a problem, yes, Also a dummy. Sorry. The man's an idiot. Am I wrong? This man is an idiot.
I just think he has two brains.
This man had it all. Sure, he may have an addiction, but he's also a dummy. He's a dummy with an addiction. Sorry. You going to jail? Well, you in jail now.
I see what the guy's saying because you see him. He's super charismatic and captivating, and he's quick.
Also a dummy.
I hate the addicted
he's a smart
thing.
buffoon.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Did you see the thing though? Did you see the
documentary, the Weeder documentary?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, listen. There's a reason that he came back and came back and came back because
he's a very savvy politician.
He's savvy,
Listen, he's a great
good,
politician,
he's a good
and I'm not
speaker.
saying that he's not a smart man. I'm saying he's a dummy.
Yeah, he's a buffoon.
You could be smart and still a dummy.
But then, I think that's what I think. There's your level ground with the guy that was arguing with you. Be like, yep, he is smart. You're right.
He's
also
addicted to being a dummy.
And finally, we all know that vinyl records have surged in popularity since millennials love vintage things.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me 8 tracks are on the way back?
No, cassette tapes are.
Oh.
Cassette tapes, by the way, which killed off vinyl the first time around, are making a comeback again. Cassette tapes.
Well, they heard vinyl's coming back and trying to kill it again.
Cassette sales were up 74% last year.
Who's making cassettes?
Current artists
Don't look at me, I'm
are
not.
putting out music on cassettes.
Just to be cutesy?
And cassette versions of classic albums by a range of artists are being re-released.
Yeah, Story of the Year's new record is on VHS.
This I'm not down with. Cassette tapes suck. Suck.
Why? Because they're rewinding? Vinyl you can skip with a finger.
Yeah. Well, the rewinding, man, I don't know how many times you put the cassette tape in and you hear that, and then you try to pull the tape out and the tape is stuck still in.
Then you got to find a number 2 pencil.
And you're trying to wind it up. Man, those are bad times. Bad times.
For me, it's where the hell are you going to play this? I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I guess
this
they're
is
going to.
not something that needs to come back.
Is Sony now making Walkmans again?
Oh, I'm sure you can get online and find some overpriced because it's cool again.
Who's
cassette
pining
player.
for cassette tapes again? Cassette tapes suck.
The only there's one benefit of cassette tapes. One benefit of cassette tapes.
Tell me.
Is that I could take a cassette tape, and if I have the ability to turn it on, I could record directly from the radio to the tape.
Yeah, that was so
and I could go
tight.
over and over and over and over and over again, and I could rewind and record again, and rewind and record again.
But with digital, you could do as much of that as you want.
Yeah, but like if you, I mean,
As much as you want.
you think so, but it's not as easy.
If you're really going to do that, you could set it up where you could do it easily with the press of a button.
It's not as like tactile.
Not play and record.
It's not as like hands-on tactile right in front of you. That's what you're
This
saying?
does not need to come back.
Like if I'm
Cassette
sitting in
tapes
my
were the
room,
worst.
Honestly,
I'm
and
very passionate about that.
and a song comes on and somebody goes, this is the latest for so and so. Here it is. I can go, bloop, and it starts recording right there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
You know
I
how
don't
I-
know about the worst.
And as somebody who was known as the king of the mixtape, me, I made some sweet mixes. Sweet mixes.
yeah.
That's actually how you got the job here originally, right?
We don't need for this to come back.
To tell you how cool this is, Amazon.com, Sony Sport Walkman portable cassette, $300.
Was it the
Damn.
yellow one?
Yep,
Yeah.
you
The
got
yellow
it.
one with the flap that kind of
You got it.
covers it.
$300.
As soon as I was able to afford a CD player, that thing went into my car.
Yeah, and
I
skipped
put-
all over the place. And you
It
were
had
like, damn, the Walkman
it
had
had
everything
the
going.
Anti-shock.
Yeah, but
Barely
that didn't work.
What did you hate?
How many train tracks am I going over?
Railroad
now?
tracks. Yeah.
Hey, man, the car that I was in didn't need train tracks. That
What I
CD
did-
player was not
I
going
had
to
it
work.
set up sweet. I put the 2 piece of Velcro
Yeah,
on the bottom, put it on the dashboard.
just like Wayne's World style right there. That's funny.
Remember the old cassette players that were like this that had you had to hit press and record and they were like flat and long. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My dad gave me one of those for Christmas a billion years ago, and he recorded himself as the man who gives presents on Christmas.
His name is Santa.
Yeah, that guy.
The
Hey, this is Santa. Ho ho ho! I gave you a Christmas present. You like to record your voice? I was like, oh my god.
I used to do my first radio show.
I was 20 at the time.
I did
was
too.
sad
I
about
was,
it. Oh,
5, 6 years old. And I did my own
kidding
radio
me?
show.
me too.
Absolutely.
My mom still has my cassette tapes.
We have tapes. We played it on the air before of me doing a blues game, announcing a blues game.
Yes.
That's what I used it on.
That was the
We
magic of
don't
cassettes.
need. You could do that into your iPhone.
2 days ago, I was cleaning out my basement, and I found my entire collection of cassettes and CDs.
I have hundreds of cassette tapes in my basement.
Here's the Sony
Hundreds.
one. Remember the old wire or the metal headphones that can't,
Yeah, the
come
original
across?
with the orange foam.
Yeah, $197.
Wow.
I have
With
hundreds
the
of
cassette
tapes
player.
in boxes in my basement, all of me on the radio.
Oh, those. I was talking about
Air
ones that
checks.
I
Oh no, I don't have any like music ones.
Oh, I do.
Those are
I found a whole bunch. Like I found Green Day's Dookie, like a whole bunch from like '94-ish time. A bunch of alternative tapes. I was so into it.
I guess the nostalgia factor is one reason people are rediscovering cassettes. Another is the appeal of being able to make your own mixtape. One record exec says they also force people to slow down. Quote, cassette tapes demand that you're patient. You're not going to be skipping tracks as you would on your phone.
It makes as much sense as getting your porn on VHS. You got so much long, it takes so much longer to fast forward and all that.
So, somebody says here that they read that they're working on a cassette tape that is basically a hard drive and can hold over a terabyte worth of music.
Dang.
You know what that's called?
A hard.
A hard drive. You know-
We don't need this. We don't need this. We've advanced. We don't need to go back. What else are we going to do? You know what's great? Going down to the river and washing our clothes.
Those boombox days were great though.
Incredible.
It was so much fun. Oh, I have 3 copies of Top Gun soundtrack. I found that.
You know what
as
I'm
well.
going to do? I'm going to get rid of my fridge and actually get an ice box.
Yeah. I'm going to
Where they
start
actually
doing
have to put blocks of ice in there because, man,
powdered laundry detergent. I'm going to that.
what's old is new and cool. Nostalgia, baby. Screw it. I'm going to live in a wigwam.
I think there's still some people that use powdered laundry detergent. By the way.
I'm sure there is. It's
I don't
still
think that
out
one's,
there.
I don't think that
That's
one's
not
too
that
far.
far-fetched, Jeff.
Do you think-
Would any of you do it?
I don't know what my wife uses.
I think my mom still does.
She
you
may
go.
use. She may use powdered. I have
use
no
liquid.
idea.
I use powder on the road. Hey, do you guys think this cassette thing has anything to do with Guardians of the Galaxy?
100%.
100%.
Absolutely.
Like you think it
100%,
had that movie not?
100%. Yes, it does have something to do with it.
Oh, okay,
Not
okay,
100% because of.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, from the headphones to the tapes
Yeah,
to the like.
Somebody else is saying that the show on Netflix, 13 Reasons, might be another reason
Maybe.
why.
But again, we don't need to go backwards on this one. We're fine.
We're good here where
We're
we
good.
are, right
I
here.
have
We're
no
good.
idea.
We're in a good place.
Of all the things that I could think subject-wise to bring up to really just get you rolling,
You know what it is?
heated
Because
and
I
yelling.
remember such frustration.
Really?
Just frustration having the big ass thing of cassette tapes and putting it in my car and then the cassette player eating my tapes.
What about
man.
having your cassette
Maybe-
melted in your car?
Maybe you needed to get a new cassette player.
What?
I did.
What a
But,
great
because
point.
that happened
Who's gonna
maybe
buy
10
that?
times.
Who's going to buy that for me?
Hey, what a great point that somebody just brought up in the chat room. They're saying maybe this whole push is from the labels, so it forces you to listen to the entire album.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going, okay, here's the hit. Oh, it's on track 8. Boop, 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 boop. 8, done. This one, you put it in, you press play, you let it roll.
And if that's the case, you're all sheep.
That's not.
You're
that's
all
not how
sheep.
this goes. They're trying to keep
Just
up
say
with the digital
no.
stuff.
I don't
They're
care
not-
about the vinyl. The
They're
cassette
trying
tapes,
to.
we don't
Did you
need.
just say they're trying to keep up with the digital stuff? So they put out cassette tapes?
No, I'm saying the labels is the label. The music industry is trying to keep up and figure out what the next.
You're saying
phase
their
of the digital.
focus is digital.
I'm saying
This is not
they're
on
not
them.
thinking of cassettes at all. Yeah, and I bet you the people that are putting it out are the independents and the people that have an audience that is
No, I think
looking for
there have
nostalgia
been-
type of things.
There have been some pretty. Look up who's put out, Jeff, while you're.
Yeah, I'm not saying big artists aren't, but those are more promo devices and things. Those aren't. That isn't a label going. Ooh, now we can rescue our losses with cassette tape sales and hope that they listen to track 6, which the label probably never heard.
I just remember being in the car and that sound of the cassette
Going.
tape being eaten and going, oh no, and then praying when you hit the eject button that the tape actually comes out.
Yeah. Oh, is it worse when you hit the eject button and the actual tape didn't come out? But were you saying like when you get the plastic out but can't get the film?
Yeah. When
I'm
you
talking-
actually get the actual tape out, but the film is still inside.
Yeah, but at least you can pull that when
And
they're.
you're trying to put your finger inside. You put your finger inside it to try to not break it.
Yeah, I had a pair of pliers in there just for that.
and then it either once it tears, it's over. I was decent at repairing, at trying to splice things together.
If you just
Or if it's stretched out, oh boy.
Oh, yeah, that was.
No. And then you're winding it, and you see inside the spool.
Maybe this is the ground. Maybe we hit the ground level of your entire life's frustration. It all started with cassette tapes.
Maybe.
This is a pretty big one for you, man.
All right, that's your news brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs
He's
on
rubbing
Dunkin'.
his eyebrows.
Yeah, you're very mad.
You know this Papa John's thing with the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
So the CEO, Papa John himself, John Schnattner, he picked up a whole new customer base when he criticized the NFL for not stopping players from protesting. Unfortunately, that base is white supremacists.
Oh, boy.
So Papa John's comments have been embraced by people, including the Daily Stormer, which is a website that has referred to the NFL as the Negro Felon League. And a Stormer columnist even suggested that Papa John's is now the official pizza of the alt-right. And now Papa John's realizes that there's something worse than being associated with the NFL. So they had to put out a statement.
Boy, I just don't know if he wanted all this attention or not, man.
Their public relations guy released a statement saying, quote, "We condemn racism in all forms and any and all hate groups that support it. We do not want these individuals or groups to buy our pizza." So there you go.
He followed up with, "I can't believe I have to say this," and then followed that up with, "Shut up, John.
Damn it, John.
Just sell pizza."
All right, here's sports. Oh, by the way, we're going to have to activate Ask Him.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
She's already ready. Sports brought to you by Hot Shots Bar and Grill, 11 area locations, all the games, all the time. Early game tonight for the Blues is they're in New Jersey to take on the Devils. Blues coming off that 6-4 win over the Maple Leafs on Saturday. Tonight, puck drops at 6 p.m. Game is on Fox Sports Midwest. The Cardinals have named some roster moves. The team has announced the unconditional release of Trevor Rosenthal. He is actually recovering from elbow surgery, now looking for a new home. Couple options with Rosenthal. He could be done with the team or come back under a new contract structure, which could be a minor league deal. Also, the Cardinals have given Lance Lynn a qualifying offer, and Lynn has already said he plans to reject that offer and test the free agent market, so we'll see what happens there with Lance Lynn. Other good news for the Cardinals, Paul DeJong is among the nominees for NL Rookie of the Year. Dodgers first baseman Cody Bellinger, he's the front runner, and DeJong is the first Cardinal to receive the honor since Colt Wong in 2014. Before him, Albert Pujols in 2001.
How about that?
DeJong had 25 homers, ranked first in the NL among rookies in doubles, second in slugging, and fourth in homers, RBI, and hits. As far as the rest of the MLB awards, as far as AL MVP, you got Aaron Judge from the Yankees, Jose Altuve from the Astros, and Jose Ramirez from the Indians. Analysts say Altuve is the favorite there. NL MVP, Paul Goldschmidt for the Diamondbacks, Giancarlo Stanton from the Marlins, or Joey Votto from the Reds. And the analysts say that's a three-man race, so they don't know who's going to win that as far as the NL MVP is concerned. NL Cy Young, they're saying that it's pretty much Max Scherzer's to win, which would be his second. St. Louis' own Max Scherzer. Over in the AL.
Was he Central? Parkway Central?
Yes. I think that's right. Because I know Lafayette is where
that other guy.
Ryan Howard went. And is that where Freeze went to, was Lafayette?
I believe so, yeah.
Over in the AL, the Cy Young is between Luis Severino of the Yankees, Chris Sale from the Red Sox, and Kluber for the Indians. They say it's between Sale and Kluber here. And the AL Rookie of the Year is between Trey Mancini of the Orioles, Andrew Benintendi from the Red Sox, and Aaron Judge from the Yankees. They say no doubt it goes to Judge. Finally.
I didn't know Max Scherzer was actually drafted by the Cardinals.
Was he really?
That's what it says
probably
here.
like, what, in like 99? I mean,
43rd round, 1,291st overall.
Yeah. But then he went to college and did all that stuff, right?
Yeah, he went to
191st.
Did not sign and went to Mizzou instead. It was Parkway Central. Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers, they lost to the Detroit Lions in Monday night's football game.
Okay, so that means, by the way, here's how it kind of broke out. All right, with Patrico and I. So Patrico was one up on me. Okay, I had the Lions going into Monday Night Football. He had the Packers to win. Okay? If the Lions won, we would be tied for last place, and then it would go on points.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lions did win last night. Now it's all about points.
Yeah, so basically what happened here is that the Lions, they ruled this game. I mean, it was all Lions the whole game. As
And
the fourth...
And you had how many points?
32.
32, and I had 52.
Yep.
Which was pretty high.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the game, with 14 seconds to go, the Lions were up 30-10, which meant 40 points, which means I was winning.
Which
8-point difference for me, 12 for you.
Right.
So I was winning. There was a pass that went incomplete, but pass interference was called with 1 second remaining, and the ball was marked at the 1-yard line. And then a 1-yard touchdown run by the Detroit Lions meant the game ended in a 30-17 final, which means 47 total points, and I get shot, which is ridiculous. Garbage touchdown.
They're calling this the Monday Night Miracle.
At the Riz house.
So let's do
They're
it.
calling this the Monday Night Miracle.
Oh, man. Imagine the people that had like an over-under or something like that screwed.
There was 0.00 on the clock when they scored the touchdown.
It's the Monday Night Miracle. Yay! Oh, so happy this morning.
Activate ass cam.
It's already activated.
All right, now listen, guys.
This is a good angle. This is a good angle for ass cam.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Oh, we
Patrico's
gotta
going to have to get shot here,
That
and this will
goes
be
that
3
way?
times.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Yeah.
3 times, all right. And by the way, I was shot 3 times last week. It's not fun.
I took my wallet out, just so everybody knows.
Pat him down.
Look out. Look out.
Let me do it.
Moon, pat him down.
You got it. Now you're going to have to move ass cam if you're going to stand there.
Okay, hang on.
Ask Cam has been activated. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Lights up, please, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to light him up pretty good.
All right, so 3 shots. Gun has been tested.
Tested upstairs.
Okay.
It went fine.
It went fine last week, by the way.
3 of them, you said?
3 shots. Okay. Did you pat him down?
I did.
Tony, am I at an acceptable?
I patted him down.
Great ass.
I have no ass, to be honest with you.
All right, count it down, Patrico.
Oh, boy. 3, 2, 1. Oh, my God, that was high. Ooh, that was
A
high.
little lower, Jeff.
Oh, boy. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was this cheek now. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Nope, that was nothing. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, son of a biscuit. Oh, man. That was right. That was here. Right here, the Death Star. That was right north central of it. Oh, boy. Yikes-os. Ooh, that more took my breath away because it was so close to the Death Star. Oh, man. Ow. Yowzies.
Sorry, buddy.
Ooh. Shoot.
You did it.
Shoot. Ow.
And just imagine one more.
No more.
That would have been me.
I love the guy that cusses by far the most out of this entire show. When you yell shoot, it is hilarious to me.
Oh, man.
It is hilarious.
Shoot.
All right, well done. You took your punishment. All right,
Good job, buddy.
good job. That's rough. Getting
It's
through
not
3.
fun, dude. It's not fun.
And when it comes to 5, can you take the option of just 1 on the bear tushy?
Did we give the option last year?
No, it just popped into my head
No,
the other day.
the reason that we gave Moon that option last year is because
Oh, you stopped making.
he stopped making his picks.
Stop making picks.
And
Yeah.
frankly, we wanted to see his ass.
Wait a second. I did?
Yeah, remember? Because during the Christmas break, you just didn't make any picks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And you lost like 4 weeks in a row.
I forgot they still play football.
By the way, I guess the over Jimmy Hoffa on Twitter. Here he is. We found him.
Oh, good.
By the way, Jimmy Hoffa.
I'll make a call.
Holy cow.
He says that the over/under was 43, so that last touchdown flipped the board.
Oh, man. That's a lot of upset people. Damn.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Brought to you by the law offices of Susan O. Ward. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
All right, today's headline Who story comes to us from Pharr, Texas. That's Pharr, where 44-year-old Claudia Lopez was booked last week on charges of sexual assault of a child, a second-degree felony, after she admitted to having sex with her daughter's teenage boyfriend.
Oh, that was way better.
Man.
It's still terrible, but when you leave it open like that, there's so many guesses.
I know.
I was trying to think of what state you were talking about again.
She was busted after the boy's mom called the police back in August, and the mom told police that she found out about the affair after finding dirty text messages between Claudia and her son on a cell phone. I don't know exactly how old the boyfriend is, but court records say that at the time of their affair, he was younger than 17.
Oh, man.
And Claudia's looking at up to 20 years in prison for banging her daughter's boyfriend.
Oh, boy.
There you go. From far Texas. Claudia Lopez, you are today's Headline Hooge. All right, Jeff's got your crap on celebrities after the break. It is 7:51. On this Tuesday, another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Hey, fatty.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Right now, an accident, westbound 40, Kings Highway, blocking 3 right lanes. Other than that, things are looking okay. I mean, there is slow traffic on westbound 40, pretty much all the way in from Kings Highway down to Market here. So if you're on 40, you're going to be there for a second. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy and a small chance for some showers. Around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler. Just under 40 for the low. And right now it is 44 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Walgreens. With expert pharmacy care from Walgreens, diabetes won't slow you down. Stop by for the medications you rely on and supplies from all the major brands. Walgreens at the corner of happy and healthy.
All right, Jeff, what do you got for us?
Marilyn Manson had a fake gun on stage. Bad timing. Also, Mariah Carey, is she too fat? And are there just too many shows to watch?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays and the porno birthday next in your Crap on Celebrities. Stay there. All right, more Choice Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show.
Hey, we got an email, and I don't want to say this guy's name because I don't know if he's trying to surprise his lady, but he said, I want to tell you guys about the great experience I had at Moritz Royce Jewelry. I've been working with Dan for around a year for an engagement ring for my now fiance.
Ninja Bling Jr.
Yeah, he's Ninja Bling Jr. He said he made it so easy and it took away a lot of the stress. Instead of looking at hundreds of rings, he asked me what she liked and showed me the rings that he thought my girlfriend and I would like. I proposed on Friday, and she said yes.
See, whether it be John or whether it be Dan or any one of the staff up there, they're never wrong. You can have a great shopping experience when you go to Moritz Royce Jewelry, a one-on-one shopping experience.
Yeah.
Unlike any other place. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, and make an appointment and spend some time up there. They'll break it down for you. They'll give you a great price, you get great quality, and the person you're giving the ring to or necklace or bracelet, whatever. I mean, they're going to love it.
I like the fact that this guy said that Dan didn't show him 100 rings. He asked him what his girlfriend would like and then showed him specifically to her needs. Because you've been to those places before. Riz, before we met, the folks over there at Moritz Royce, you walk in and you go, hey, I got this amount to spend. And they go, well, this one, because it's pretty. Yeah. That means nothing to me. I want to know why I should buy it. And that's exactly what they did over there, and they made this guy very happy.
It's Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com. Get that phone number, get the address, make that appointment. It's Moritz Royce, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft. ninjabling.com.
Clean slate tattoo removal. Oh my goodness, what a godsend they have been for me. Now, I talked about the sacred radish. I already went in and had my first treatment. And the greatest thing about this brand new technology that they have, they're the only ones in St. Louis that have this brand new Cutera laser. That thing, when they say that it reduces the amount of treatments, they're not lying. Like, I mean, I swear I'm going for my second treatment, by the way, in about a week or so. I'm only going to need 2 or 3 treatments total to lighten this thing up enough to get a cover up. Now, whether you're doing a cover up or you need it completely removed, Clean Slate Tattoo Removal is the place to go. It's the only place to go for you. They will work with you and figure it out. Like I said, whether you're doing the lightening or the complete removal, these guys are the pros, and they take care of you. They were checking in with me to make sure everything was good afterwards. I did the whole thing on Facebook Live just to show you how pain-free this thing really is. Now, it has, I won't even get into the technology. I could talk all day because I really educated myself on this because it's important to me to know what I'm doing when I go in there, and they know it, man. It's like, I mean, this is the place to do it. And I know that you have 1,000 reasons that you need to get rid of that crappy tattoo. Don't live with a crappy tattoo any longer. Call them today. Clean Slate Tattoo Removal STL.com. Tell them Moon sent you, and you can even get a discount. Clean Slate Tattoo Removal STL.com.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back. Welcome yourself.
Thanks, man. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis's only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. Soul singer Robert Knight died on Sunday. I know everybody's saying, I don't know that name. It's no big deal that you don't, but you probably know his biggest hit, whether it's his version or somebody else's. But here's his version of Everlasting Love. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That's what everybody says after that.
Everlasting love. Who made that song really famous?
I'm looking right now.
I know U2 did it back in the 90s.
It's like Donna Summer. Was it Donna Summer?
I think it might have been a female. I don't know. Jamie Cullum did it a handful of years ago. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk while you're interrupting. Go ahead.
Okay, that's fine, Jeff.
Guys, I got a great idea
that I really, really, really liked a lot.
I love when 4 people talk at the same time. That's my favorite.
Jesus Christ. The question was asked. Carlton
Christ wouldn't interrupt.
Was who made it most successful.
I thought it was a chick that
peaked at number 6.
Carlton?
Yep.
Carlton.
And then Rachel Sweet in 81 and Gloria Stefan in 95, but those didn't crack the top 20.
The guy's name is Carl Carlton.
Out of everything he just told you, that's for sure.
His parents are in hell right now, by the way.
Jeez.
His middle name was, are you kidding me?
So full name, Carlton.
Yeah.
Wow.
No middle name.
To your point, though, it's been covered so many times. Top 40 hits in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. 72 died from an illness, but that's all we know.
I guarantee you couldn't even name who died because you're still hung up on Carlton. You know the guys? It's Bobby Knight.
It was Bobby Knight. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Good old Bobby Knight.
In this other death, nothing to laugh at on this one. Brad Buffonda was his name, actor best known for playing Felix on Veronica Mars, jumped to his death early last Wednesday. He jumped from a building in L.A., died of blunt trauma injuries suffered in the fall. Body was found by a transient. His death has been ruled a suicide. The guy has been in, that show, also Malcolm in the Middle, CSI Miami, Days of Our Lives. Here's the creepy thing.
Did you just use the word transient?
Yeah, that's not the preferred nomenclature.
It's urban pioneer.
Oh, sorry, urban pioneers. My apologies. He wrote letters to his family and friends days before he did this, and those letters arrived the day after he did this. Not sure if any of those letters, came with a reason for his suicide. He did leave a suicide note, which cops found on or near his body that gave the names of his parents, along with a thank you to the people in his life. And an even more kind of weird thing about this, he also sent his rep a MacBook laptop as a joke before all of this because his rep preferred PCs.
That's very sad.
Very odd. Very, very, very odd.
I'll tell you what, mental health is such a big thing.
Yep. My youngest is very, very much into psychology and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, you go, man. You know, that's one of the things that should really interest her.
Such
is
a
how
need for more mental health.
Absolutely, man. All right, so get into the sexual harassment in Hollywood just real quickly here. Kevin Spacey has reportedly entered the same Arizona clinic as Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, they're roomies?
I don't know about that, but that's where he is. Meanwhile, Richard Dreyfuss tweeted that he's very proud of his son for speaking out against Kevin Spacey. Ben Affleck is following Kevin Smith's example. If you remember, we talked about Kevin Smith donating all of the proceeds from here on out to all of his Weinstein-backed movies. Well, Ben Affleck is going to be doing the same thing. In a 1979 interview that was just resurfaced, Meryl Streep has said that Dustin Hoffman groped her breast the first time they ever met, but Meryl Streep's rep says he apologized and she accepted. And finally, Harvey Weinstein's reportedly followed Paris Hilton into a woman's bathroom to hit on her back in 2001 when she was 20, and that certainly did not work. Also, speaking of not working, James Toback apparently went after Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy, got in her face and tried to come on to her, and she just laughed him off and said, nope, get away from me. You ain't getting any of this. So good for her.
Boy, I was reading stuff on Alec Baldwin. You know, he's quit Twitter again, Alec Baldwin.
Again, yeah.
He got into it with some people because I guess he was friends, really good friends. In fact, did a documentary with this James Toback guy.
Ooh.
I did almost a mockumentary about them trying to get a film financed. And it was James Toback, Alec Baldwin, and Roman Polanski in one scene in this movie they did together. And people were giving Alec Baldwin crap.
Man, you can't do that.
And then Alec Baldwin started giving victims crap, and then he just quit Twitter.
Well, that's not smart either. But, I mean, this is not a Hollywood problem like everybody's trying to paint. This is a people problem. People all over the place are doing terrible things, and chances are we know some of them. Somebody knows some of them. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't. I mean, if everyone was guilty by association, then everybody's guilty.
Right.
Well, listen, if you're guilty of this stuff, harassing women and using your positions of power to sexually assault women, clock is ticking.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Are you going to be next? I hope you don't sleep at night.
A social epidemic. Has anybody ever, I mean, have you guys ever experienced this directly? Any type of this kind of stuff?
What do you mean?
Any sort of like sexual advances in
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have
quite a few times, actually.
I have too, and
with men in position of power.
oh, mine was women and men.
When I was an intern, first starting in radio.
Really?
It's a story I'll tell another day, but it's a story I will tell nonetheless. But
Yeah, but I mean, weren't you sort of like surprised?
I mean, I'll tell you. All right, fine. I'll tell you right now. I was an intern. I was 18, 19 years old, maybe 18 years old, and I was in a taxi cab with a person in position of power at the radio station I'd worked at. And this person took me from the company Christmas party to a nightclub, which I should not have been in. And after a night of Jägermeister shots, this person asked if I wanted to sleep over. Okay, I'm too drunk to go home. And then on the cab ride to this person's house, they put their hand on my inner thigh and started rubbing my inner thigh. No thanks. That's a hard no thanks for me.
Did it end there?
Yeah, because I got out of the cab.
And there was no pressuring the next day or in work after that or anything?
No, it was never spoken of again. I also, another time, had a former supervisor of mine asked to kiss me at a bar after a night of drinking. So
A gal or a fella?
a fella.
Yeah, it's but what I'm saying is isn't it a surprise? You're like, what? Whoa, what? Like,
Listen, I remember it like it were yesterday. I remember being in that cab,
yeah.
and then there's a hand on my thigh, rubbing my thigh, and then just saying no, thank you.
Now, did you see it as someone taking advantage of the situation or advantage of you, or did you see it as this is a human being that's drunk and they're coming on at me?
That's the way I saw it. I didn't look at it as a person in position of power trying to take advantage of an intern. I
Right.
didn't see it that way. I saw it as a drunk person trying to take advantage of maybe another drunk person.
Right. Yeah, that's how I saw.
Or an advance on another person.
That's how I saw most of the situations that I was
both-
placed
in
in
both-
similarly. Until years after, and you realize, oh, wait a second, they were kind of like giving me an ultimatum. They were offering something more. This one particular person was in a pretty high position in a company that was backing and spending a lot of money in the music industry. And this person was like, hey, I can help you if you do this with me.
This was definitely, for me, it was the offer to hang out with this person was somebody I definitely looked up to for many, many years. Many years. Holy cow, this person's asking me to hang out with him and go to a club? Like, and go behind the velvet rope at a club? Ho-ho!
Right. Especially for like an 18 or 19-year-old,
Yeah.
too. That,
Well, he invited me to the Christmas party, and then after, wow. All right, cool. We going.
and that illustrates my point is that this isn't like an isolated thing. This isn't just a small circle in Hollywood. This is everywhere. Sadly, it's an epidemic. There's a social epidemic, and
Yeah, this is the stuff that gets reported.
yeah, it's terrible.
The high-profile people, so. You can check out this video on the blog and let me know what you guys think about this story. Sunday night, the night of the deadly mass shooting in a Texas church, Marilyn Manson takes the stage in San Bernardino, California, pointed a fake rifle at the crowd. And keep in mind, this is even weirder because he's in his wheelchair. Because remember
After
the
his
prop
back
that
injury.
fell on him,
Oh, by the
his
way,
leg or whatever it was?
And you know, San Bernardino was the location of another mass shooting.
Yeah, there were 14 people.
Yeah.
Less than 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's got a fake rifle and he's pointing it at the crowd while he's yelling and screaming because the rifle has a microphone on the back end of it. So he could point it and be singing at the exact same time. And after the show, he got a little bit of trouble for it. He got a lot of trouble for it on social media. And he says, quote, this was an act of a theater in attempt to make a statement about how easily accessible semi-automatic weapons are. And how seeing them has become normalized. Quote, my empathy goes out to anyone who has ever been affected by the irresponsible, reprehensible misuse of, in all caps, real guns.
Yeah, well, maybe, I mean, you didn't have to do that night.
Yeah, timing bad.
And that place, you know, bad too. I mean,
Yeah.
the wounds over there are still raw, I'm sure. And then you pick Sunday, the day of a mass shooting, to do that. I wouldn't have. Listen, you're free to do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And he's somebody that knows what. When you do something, you have to accept the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain that to Marilyn Manson.
No, it's not the first time he's gone off the rails in some people's minds.
I personally would not have done that, but
yeah.
Were people at the show offended? Or was it somebody who saw what he did, not at the show offended?
Yeah, it was probably.
I mean, he's playing to his audience.
Yeah. And if you want to check it out, you can see it on the blog there.
Playing to his audience, and that's been his whole thing.
If they ate it up, you know.
Yeah, he's trying to be provocative. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of his theater. Has been since the beginning. So I kind of don't fault him in any way because that's his thing.
New York Post says that Mariah. Have you guys seen anything of Mariah Carey lately, by chance? Anybody seen her lately?
No.
No.
It's been a while since we've seen her, right?
Just the highlight from the lip syncing thing.
And did
I don't know,
she?
every once in a while, a picture pops up of Mariah Carey.
Did you notice that she was getting bigger by chance? Like putting on a little weight? I didn't necessarily notice that, especially to this point, according to the New York Post, and her rep has not returned like phone calls and stuff to talk about it. Mariah Carey has undergone gastric sleeve surgery.
What?
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly was my reaction. I was like, say what? Because people have been teasing her about her weight online. And again, this is a New York Post. Mariah has always been proud of her curves, but recently she noticed it had become harder and harder to dance when she was up on stage, you know, doing her thing. So because of body shamers and her image and whatever, according to the New York Post, she has had the gastric sleeve surgery, which is one of those things that I guess they take out
Shrink
part
your
of your,
stomach?
yeah. And you can,
No, they just put a sleeve on your stomach. No?
No, they remove 80% of your stomach.
yeah, they just
gastric
make,
sleeve?
yeah, they just
Holy
make
crap.
it smaller is what they do. Yeah. But supposedly you can just go in and do it. Is it laparoscopically? Is that what it's
I thought
called?
the sleeve
Correct.
is something they put over your stomach so they don't.
That's
too.
no. The sleeve is they take out 80% of your stomach. The bypass is they completely bypass the stomach through an intestine.
Jiminy Christmas,
Yeah,
that's intense.
And that's one of the reasons why I can't
You're
believe
thinking
that
of
this is...
the band shrinks.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
what
it
we're
is.
thinking of.
The lap band?
Yeah, the gastric band basically squeezes your stomach essentially to make it smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here it is. The sleeve gastronomy is a surgical weight loss procedure in which the stomach is reduced to about 15% of its original size by surgical removal of a large portion of the stomach along the greater curvature. The result is a sleeve or tube-like structure. That's why they call it the gastric sleeve.
Instead of a bag, instead of a stomach.
And she's actually a finalist for the 2018 class of the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Okay, but that was my other question. What dancing does she do?
Yeah, you know what? I also thought the same thing. She's not exactly a Britney Spears up there
I've never
dancing
seen her
around and
dance at
stuff.
all.
That's another reason why it makes me think that particular story is BS.
She does the hand dancing. The Christina Aguilera, like hands up here, hand dancer.
And I would have never, and I'm not a big pop music person. I'm not a Mariah Carey, I don't have all kinds of knowledge about her, but I didn't know she was such a prolific songwriter. That she's been nominated for the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Of her 18 hits, she co-wrote 17 of them. I'm sorry, of her 18 number ones. So she's in a class along with NWA, John Mellencamp, Alice Cooper, Tracy Chapman, Tom Waits, Alan Jackson, and a few other ones. 6 songwriters or songwriting groups will be officially inducted in New York June the 14th.
Nobody's questioning her talent.
Well, I wouldn't think so.
Patrico is.
What?
Uh-huh.
When did I do that?
Every morning you come in here yelling about her.
That's
Yeah,
right.
well,
So what a no-talent bitch.
Before the mics turn on, every morning.
I'm like, hey, guys, good morning. The anthem's playing. Yep, that Mariah Carey's still talentless bitch.
And harder to trust with those 2 first names.
Hey, can you guys quickly, just off the top of your head, can you give me 5 shows that you follow, like religiously?
5 shows?
Yeah, 5 shows.
Yeah.
Whatever platform it's on.
I
At
can easily
least
do
5,
that.
right?
Yes.
The Riz Show.
Right.
That's not a show on TV.
Oh,
Sure
TV?
it is.
He said any medium.
Well, he knows what I'm talking about. TV,
Netflix,
over the
Amazon.
air, yeah, all of that. YouTube,
Narcos,
wherever.
The Stranger Things. I watch.
What was the one that you got on with Tone recently? Was it America's Got Talent?
America's
That
Got
one?
Talent,
Okay, so that's another one.
American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which, by the way, do we not have host of American Ninja Warrior coming in on Friday, Matt Iceman?
He is coming on Friday.
How about that? What else? A Modern Family I follow. Last Man on Earth, which is a great show on,
forgot
on
about
Fox
that.
2.
Yeah, I forgot about that one too. My point is, we all have, especially you 3, have a lot of shows that you follow a lot, right? And it's gotten to the point where researchers are checking to see, this is Hub Entertainment Research, did a survey, is there just too many choices, or are there just too many choices?
I think so.
Over 2,200 people were surveyed. 49% said there's just so many shows to watch that it's hard to know really where to start. Like, what show should I start with? And this one's fallen by the wayside, whatever. Only 19% disagree that there's too much content. Listen to this. Last year, new episodes of 455 different shows aired on cable broadcast streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu and all those that Moon had mentioned. 10 years ago, there was less than half that at 192.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of choices.
Less than half that existed, or less than half that were as accessible? Because I think it's an accessibility issue, just like it is with music. Back in the day, only so many bands could get together money for a CD to have it distributed, blah, blah, blah. Now you have music. You're inundated because anybody can email you a song.
Oh, that is true.
Just wait, man. Amazon's going to start doing their own original programming now, so there's going to be more choices.
You talking about like Lord of the Rings and all that
Yeah,
that we were talking
all
about
that
yesterday?
Speaking of, on TV tonight, you got The Voice on NBC. Part 1 of Rolling Stone Stories from the Edge. That's on HBO. That's about the magazine, Rolling Stone. And also on FSM, it's Blues in New Jersey. And you said early game, 6 o'clock.
Correct.
Okay, so tonight you got, I'd like to see the Rolling Stone thing. Mm-hmm. I'd like to watch a Blues game. And ESPN 30 for 30 is the Ric Flair thing.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you should
dude, I
watch
got
all
that.
those.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. We'll just take off tomorrow.
I got that recording. I cannot wait for that. They're saying it's one of the best 30 for 30s that they've ever done. Crappy birthdays. Lord, the singer, is 21.
Lard.
Adam Devine, he's the guy from Workaholics, Modern Family, and the Pitch Perfect movies. He's 34. Morgan Spurlock, the Super Size Me guy, 47. Christopher Knight, Peter and the Brady Bunch, is 60. King Kong Bundy, he's the 500-pound wrestler who, I did not know this, But the Married with Children family, named after him. He is 60, and today's Burton birthday of the day. He is probably one of the most famous evangelists ever. He's ordained as a Southern Baptist minister. He became famous in 1949. Billy Graham is
93.
94.
99 years
Damn,
young
really?
today. 99. And his family says he is in great shape today. Like, perfect shape. Yeah.
Really? 2 first names.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Lily Tai. Today's birthday girl's seen more Wang than a Chinese phone book in 173 fine films, including China Vagina, Chinatown Cheerleaders, The Asian Persuasion, Oh, Me So Horny, Viagra Falls Volume 2, and who could forget her unforgettable role in The Asian Street Police Assume the Position. Lily Tai, 36 years old. That's your porno birthday, crappy birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, it's 8:19 on this Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Can we just get rid of this guy already? It's insane that he's lasted this long.
He's coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com, westbound 40 at Kings Highway. There is an accident that has been moved to the shoulder. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy, small chance for some rain and around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler, under 40 for the low. Right now, it is 40 downtown at Union Station. And your point traffic and weather, that's being brought to you by Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. Ready for a bad cold and flu season? A cold is a cold, but a flu brings fever. Be prepared with the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer, backed by medical professionals everywhere.
All right, we got some food news next.
So you often hear people talking about, especially when it comes to car dealers, talking about the best prices of the year. But unless it's January 1st, that's probably not true. But right now, during the 2017 Jim Trineri closeout sale, they are truly talking about literally the best prices of the year. Because not only are they giving GM employee pricing for everyone, the deal makers at Jim Trineri are actually offering additional discounts to get that price even lower. It's November, and Jim Trineri, they've got a mission. They want to move the metal. They want to get these cars off of their lot. And here is some of the deals that they have to offer you. If you're a truck driver like myself, okay, you love driving a pickup truck, Jim Trineri has slashed prices on new Chevy Silverado double cab 4-wheel drive LT 5.3 liters, now an unbelievable $32,995. We're talking a full 25% off MSRP. And when we say best prices of the year, they are not kidding. Guaranteed financing is available as well. If you need help getting approved, these guys will get it done for you. And even brand new Tahoes and Suburbans are reduced to a new low, $48,995. That's 20% off MSRP. Don't miss this giant closeout sale. Employee pricing and then some. Check out all the deals, JimTrineri.com, or at any of their 3 Missouri locations. In O'Fallon on Highway 40 at K, in Union on Highway 47 at V, and in Troy on Highway 61. It's Jim Trineri Automotive Group. Find new roads.
So, Patrico, when does your new mattress come?
Friday.
Oh, look at this guy with the new mattress from Mattress Direct. So what'd you get? Is any specific type of mattress?
I got the, oh man, I wish I knew the exact name. I think it's the Zero Gravity Base.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like their new, they make it their base. And then I got one of their mattresses that they make themselves. So like I literally went the full Mattress Direct experience. Everything that I'm getting, they make.
What locations you go to?
I went to that outlet, the place where myself and Moon were locked in for 24 hours or whatever it was.
St. Charles, right?
Out there in St. Charles on the outer road, yeah.
Listen, if you don't know this already, I'm telling you right now, Mattress Direct is known for having the lowest prices every single day, so you never have to worry about if you're getting the best deal. And supporting local businesses feels even better when you know their products are also made right here locally in Missouri. So not only is Mattress Direct your local mattress store, they also work hard to manufacture their great products in their home state. Products that are made here for here. And the last mattresses we got from Mattress Direct, we got 3 brand new mattresses when we moved. These all-natural organic beds made here in Missouri, made by Mattress Direct. Visit any of these 17 locations and see how easy the sleep specialists make it to start getting the best sleep of your life at the lowest price every day. Sleep rules. Get some at Mattress Direct. 314-4DIRECT. That's 314-4DIRECT. Online, stlmattressdirect.com.
Hey, what's up? This is Kevin Heffernan. You might know me as Rod Farver from Super Troopers.
Yeah, this is Steve Lemmy. I'm Officer Mac from Super Troopers.
And you're listening to the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, Riz, happy birthday, man.
Douche.
So their new movie comes out on, what, April 20th? 420, brah? The new Super Troopers? I hope it's great.
I hope so, too.
I hope it's great. Super Troopers is one of those movies where if it's on, at any point I'm turning it on. And I'll keep it on.
Just set the remote down.
Yeah, that's it. And like, it's already an hour into it. That's fine. It's usually one of those, like, flipping around on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. Like, it's on Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know
FX, and you're like, okay, fine.
Moon, do you have one of those?
What's that?
A movie, if you see it, you're just like, I'm setting down the remote.
Oh, yeah, probably about a dozen. But that's one of those.
A lot of those.
That's one of those movies too that if you hear someone use an obscure Super Troopers quote out in public, you're like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You're instantly friends. I saw a guy with a Johnny Chimpo tattoo.
That's hilarious.
I think I met him in Point Fest.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I pointed it out, and he goes, "You're the first person to notice that." I was like, "No way!" Like,
if I saw a
right
Johnny
there.
Chimpo tattoo, I'd know what it is.
That's what I said. I mean, it couldn't have been that old, but like, yeah. I mean, it instantly brings you together. Super Troopers.
My son asked me the other day what my favorite movie was, and I had a tough time giving him an answer. Because I throw all the Star Wars movies away. Because I feel that's just so obvious. Like, taking away the Star Wars movies, for me, I'm trying to think of what can I say favorite non-franchise movie? Maybe that's what it should be.
It's Biodome, right?
What a piece of crap.
No.
Biodome?
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
It's not good.
It's not great. It's Encino Man. If we're talking Pauly Shore vehicles.
No, then it's In the Army Now. Or
non-franchise favorite movie, go.
I got to find a new one.
Well, now Life and Times of David Gale.
The Life of David Gale's out,
Whatever
so
it
I got to
is.
find a new one. So I really don't know. I wish.
Sorry, that was wrong. Your favorite song's wrong. Sorry.
No, I mean,
our favorite movie.
It was that was my favorite movie, but it's
Kevin Spacey. Yeah?
It's a Kevin Spacey movie, and I can't watch it anymore. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Give me a second to think, and then because my favorite movie is a franchise, so I can't say that.
Non-franchise favorite movie, go.
Man, I don't know. Prestige, maybe something along
Ron,
those lines.
favorite non-franchise movie.
Tombstone.
Wow, that's a good one.
That's a really good answer.
That's a good answer.
Huh. Trying to think of something I've seen recently that was on television that I just was like, oh, I'm watching that.
I think I got mine.
Jeff?
Roadhouse.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That's also my set down the remote as soon as I see it. I know, ridiculous, but that's it.
Mine's real close between two of them, and they're both Tom Hanks movies. One is very obscure. It's The Terminal. I love that movie.
I remember that. That was a Steven Spielberg.
Is that where he's like trapped at a not trapped, but he's
he's from
it's not
Croatia.
Russia.
Yeah.
It's a former Soviet republic that winds up not being a country
Yeah.
anymore, and he's trapped in the terminal.
Okay.
It's either that or it's Catch Me If You Can.
Well, that's a good one.
You know what? I'll say if you put me on an island, I can only watch one movie. I can only have one VHS tape. Maybe it'll be something like The Sandlot. Honestly, one of those early '90s like just movies where you're a kid, you're an adult, you're an old person. You're going to enjoy this pretty much to the same level as any other human being. I love that type of film.
If I can include franchises, that's a tie for number one for me. It's Mighty Ducks 2 and Turtles 2.
Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze?
Yeah, I could say that movie from start to finish, the whole movie.
With Bebop and Rocksteady?
Did you want to change your answer?
No, I wanted to, another one would be Untamed Heart, but that's those two really are two of my favorites and also guilty pleasures as well.
You know mine?
Goodfellas.
Sophie's Choice.
Usual Suspects.
Fried green tomatoes.
It's Goodfellas. Thank you, Patrico, for knowing me.
You're welcome, man.
You're a good friend.
Thanks, man.
So wait. If you're on a deserted island.
Goodfellas is it.
For real.
For real.
It's so good.
Why is that surprising?
Well, I'm just saying that the whole island thing throws a little twist in there because you want something to at least kind of be kind of a pickup, if a pick me up, you know.
There are some high times and some low times in Goodfellas.
I'm sorry, I've never seen it.
What?
We've done this every other week.
No, we do this with
I think
good.
it's time we revisit
You know
this.
what? You know what? No, I'm officially deciding he hates Italians. You haven't seen The Godfather, haven't seen Casino, haven't seen Goodfellas. Have you ever had pizza before?
I've seen Casino.
I thought you said you haven't seen that one.
Maybe I haven't seen
there,
that.
see?
I'm not sure.
We got to do a Martin Scorsese like film fest.
Yeah, I've seen The Departed. A lot of Italians in there, right?
That's Boston and the Irish.
How about Gangs of New
You're
York?
right. I've seen that many
That's
times.
pretty good.
It is good. It is good. I'm not taking it to an island though, my friend.
See, Goodfellas, I think if you saw it, you'd think differently because there are a lot of good times in Goodfellas.
I'm taking D2 to the island with me.
You taking D2?
Yeah, because that movie not only is it got some comedy, it's got some drama, and boy oh boy does it get me fired up. Like oh boy, I can go on for hours about D2.
You know,
about the ridiculousness of this movie.
It's if you take it apart.
I tear it apart every time.
Anybody else in here like into the Monty Python stuff? Because I feel like that's kind of
absolutely not.
I like Life of Brian. I like Holy Grail.
Okay. But
I loved Holy Grail when I was like 11, 12. I watched it, and I laughed so hard. It was on TV the other day. It was on like one of the Showtime or Cinemax. I popped it on, and I go, oh, my God, this is ridiculous.
Monty Python?
I hated it.
Wow.
Dude, I used to be able to recite the whole holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Yeah. 3 shall be the number of counting.
And the number of counting shall be 3. All right, let's do some food news real quick.
Food news.
5 is right out, am I right?
That's right. 5 is right out. God, I love those films.
You know, it's good to see a company that knows what its customers want. So the people at Hidden Valley Salad Dressings know that one little bottle of ranch is not enough to meet your daily ranch needs. But this might be. And I want you to go to the website, flavorgallery.com. FLAVOUR, flavorgallery.com. And right there, you could buy a keg of ranch dressing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, an actual keg. Listen, it's not
just in time for
It's
Christmas.
a mini keg. It's a mini keg. But still, kegs of ranch dressing are available. And the kegs are about 10 inches tall. They keep the ranch dressing insulated and fresh. And the company says that each one contains a year's supply of ranch. And you know what? It's only $50. Again, flavorgallery.com if you want to buy a keg of ranch dressing. That's America right there.
Mm-hmm. I bet this thing has a year supply of ranch if you follow the suggested serving, which, by the way, is like a bloop, and that's it, of ranch.
Still, though, the keg is 10 inches high.
Okay. So it looks like if you've ever seen those mini Heineken kegs,
Yes.
that's what size it is.
But it's full of ranch dressing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's America right there.
It's a lot of good dipping right there, man.
You got to really be into ranch if you want that. But it's for $50.
Look at that.
If you want that, flavorgallery.com. Flavor, FLAVOUR, gallery.com.
It says it's stackable just in case you get more than one, I guess.
Here's more proof that no food or drink is immune from being hijacked by all of these trendy holiday flavors. Apparently, salted caramel Pepsi is now on sale in stores across the country as a new limited edition holiday flavor.
Salted
caramel Pepsi.
Crazy enough, that doesn't sound all that
It doesn't
different
sound-
than the syrup itself. If you
It
break
doesn't
it
sound
down.
terrible either. Now, I read people who have tried it, what they've said about it. All right, so according to people who've tried it, they said it tastes like normal Pepsi as you drink it, but it has like a sweet aftertaste, almost like butterscotch.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you that's not.
I bet you it's a flavor that goes well.
I bet you it's not all that different of a chemical composition as the original.
I can imagine it's just a salty Pepsi. Like that's all I can.
I bet you don't really taste the salt.
Well, then
like
I can't.
Butterscotch.
I can't. Because if so, you said salted caramel Pepsi. Like the caramel's already in the syrup. I mean, like that's pretty much.
Right.
You could break down like if you take like a Dr Pepper, you can make a Dr Pepper barbecue sauce by caramelizing the soda. So there's your caramel. Now, where does the salt come in? I think they just put more salt in it, and they're like, here you go.
You know, back in the day, there was a thing with RC Cola. I don't know if you guys ever did that or if it was just like a regional thing, but you got a I guess it was a bottle back in the day of RC Cola, and you put peanuts in it and drank it. I never did that, but
See what you think of Patrico. Sometimes you put salt in something, not just for a salty flavor, but to enhance other flavors.
Yeah, it almost like dries the aftertaste.
Right, but I'm saying if they're calling this salted caramel, like salted caramel is a specific flavor. I mean, you taste the salt in salted caramel.
A little bit.
Kinda.
Oh, you do.
If it's on it, but I mean, if it's like the flavoring, it's more on the backside. It like dries it out. That's hard to explain.
And if that's not enough liquid sugar for you, there's also a new Mountain Dew flavor out for the season called Holiday Brew. So it's a mix of regular Mountain Dew and Code Red.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
What is Code Red like a cherry version?
That sounds
It's
awesome.
called Holiday Brew.
That may probably tastes like sort of like a Mountain Dew Shirley Temple.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That does sound good.
And finally, in your food news.
Food news.
Now, Taco Bell, we've talked about this, used to have locations in Mexico. And they basically admitted they didn't serve Mexican food. Their stuff is American food. So they had French fries on the menu at Taco Bell in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And they've never done that in the U.S. And by the way, the Taco Bells in Mexico did not last long. But I just found out that might be changing soon here as far as the fries go at Taco Bell. And how do I know? They might have admitted it to Mark Hoppus, the lead singer of Blink-182.
If they steal my idea, I'm going to be so mad. I've had an idea for Taco Bell forever.
So last week, Mark Hoppus from Blink tweeted, quote, Taco Bell is better than Del Taco, but Del Taco has French fries. So it's a real Sophie's choice of fast food. And Taco Bell apparently couldn't handle getting bad press from the winners of the Best New Group at the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards in the year 2000. So they tweeted back, quote, that just might change soon, Mark. And that's all the info we've got. So I can't tell you when they might start selling French fries or how fries taste as a side dish to a chalupa. Maybe we get the guys from Good Charlotte to taunt them into giving us details. I don't know.
I've said this. I've said this for a while now. Taco Bell needs to put out some sort of zesty fries and then make nacho fries. So instead of chips, you do the zesty fries, and you do
So
you
put
build
cheese
them.
on them.
You build them just like you do the nachos. You even put the refried beans on them. You put the sauce. You put the cheese. You put the sour cream or whatever the hell's on there, and then you serve them just like you do your nachos. So you can get zesty fries Bel Grande.
This just in, Taco Bell tweets Patrico 1057.
You got it, bro.
maybe soon.
You got it, bro.
You should write them.
You know,
the
that's such a
horses.
better idea than just like taking their tacos and throwing fries in it or
If-
something.
or-
you know what I
or-
mean?
Oh, they'll do that.
That's what I was thinking you were going to go, but
they
this
have-
sounds so much
But
better.
Taco Bell already does have a
potato burrito.
A potato burrito.
Yeah, that's true.
You should write Taco Bell. It's a great idea. Oh, by the way, Joey on Twitter says Blazing Saddles, hands down the best movie.
Oh,
that's
is a
top
good
5
one.
for me.
Man, that's a good one.
If I want a feel-good, good-time movie on the desert island, it's Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
But as far as overall, we'll enjoy it all the time, it's Goodfellas.
Older movies. What about older movies? Something old that you really dig. You know what I mean? Like, not something that you're going to sit around and quote with all of us and we're all going to know the
Old,
lines.
like how old?
Like 60s.
Oh, like,
50s.
like-
Like Support Your Local Sheriff. Have you ever heard of that movie?
So I don't know those movies.
You laugh your ass off.
like Metropolis or Them
Yeah.
or something like
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
You know, there's an old Laurel and Hardy movie called March of the Wooden Soldiers. It's usually played around Christmas time. That's a good one.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. There's a lot of
Wizard
classics.
of Oz, yeah. But Blazing Saddles, that's the best.
I just tweeted Taco Bell.
I think Blazing Saddles is my favorite comedy of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's hard to pin down just one, though, you know?
Yeah.
I like so many. I'm a movie lover. Love movies.
You said Blazing Saddles, and I heard a horse neigh.
The sheriff is...
The Rizzuto Show.
Guys, after the break, we got some work to do.
I got to wash your car again.
Nope, real or fake picks.
Oh.
1057thepoint.com/cans. Very important. This is what? Week number 5 in our competition.
Close.
It's a tight race.
Close race, yeah.
Patrico's got 7 points. The rest of us have 6 points. Anybody's game. Every pick is important. Every pick. All right, 8:47 on this Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Go home and get your shine box.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the
From
homeloanexpert.com. Westbound 40 at Kings Highway, there's an accident there that's been moved to the shoulder. Also westbound 40 at Hampton, there is an accident blocking the left lane. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Schnucks. Lower prices on hundreds of fresh items. Stock up in time for the holidays. Today, cloudy, small chance for some showers, around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler, just under 40 for the low. And right now, it is 44 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather brought to you by Indeed.com. Are you hiring? Join the over 3 million businesses that use Indeed.com for hiring. Post your next job opening on the world's #1 job site, Indeed.com.
All right, 1057thepoint.com/cans. We're going to make our picks next.
So Thanksgiving is coming, and the perfect side to bring is the centerpiece. Better yet, send the bouquet or centerpiece in advance so they can enjoy and set the mood. Walter Knoll Flowers has the classiest and the most beautiful floral arrangements. Browse the selection for yourself at WKF.com. Okay, listen, the holidays are just around the corner, so remember, Walter Knoll Florists, they are the gift-giving experts. You cannot go wrong with flowers or even a gift basket from Walter Knoll. The experts for your corporate or personal list as well. They know what your coworkers want. They know what your clients want. Hell, they even know what your aunt wants. Walter Knoll Florists can decorate your house and your business for the holidays as well. The decor that they have to offer there is incredible. You can see everything you want on their website, WKF.com. Flowers, always the perfect gift, and they are always appreciated. Plus, the fact that they've got same-day delivery is absolutely phenomenal. So you are going to get what you see on the website. You're not going to have to put anything together. It's not going to be something where you're going to have to go ahead and, assemble it yourself. What you see is what you get. That's how it's delivered by experts. So again, for gifts or for holiday decor or for that centerpiece for Thanksgiving, go to WKF.com. It's Walter Knoll Florist. We know flowers.
Listen, everybody wants some extra money in their pocket. And if you own a home and you have good credit and you're paying outrageous interest rates, and I'm talking about rates in the 5s, 6s, 7s, call Kevin Putney. Get refinanced. You're leaving money on the table, honestly. He's going to make the whole process simple and painless. He's worked with me. He's worked with Patrico. He's worked with Moon. Kevin Putney, all right, the benefits of refinancing your house. How about lower monthly mortgage payments? How about shortening your mortgage term, taking your 30-year down to a 15? How about cashing out? How about fixed interest rates? How about rates in the 3s or even 4s? Call Kevin Putney. Call the 123 Mortgage Team. 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123. He is the local guy. He is licensed in both Missouri and Illinois. Listen, you have a choice to make the smart decision, so call the guy that's going to help you every single step of the way. Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. The 123 Mortgage Team is a division of My Mutual Mortgage. An equal housing letter, 7514 Big Bend Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri, 63119, and MLS 12901.
The Rizzuto Show.
Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. Generic rock and roll. Are you guys ready to make your picks?
Yup.
1057thepoint.com/cans. Let's do it.
Boobity-boobity-boobs go bouncy when you dance, worthy of a second glance. If you think your boobs just get in the way, you are wrong. Boobs are great. I wanna grab them, I wanna shake them, I wanna nom-nom, because boobs. I wanna squeeze them, I wanna slap them, I wanna punch them, because boobs. Aw, come on, bring them back. Boobs. Yeah! There's your boobs! There they are! Boom!
Well, here we are in week number 5 of our competition, 1057thepoint.com/cans. And Real or Fake, sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, and by Country Rock Cabaret, where every Friday you get in for free if you say Riz Show at the door.
All right, so here are the results through week number 4. Patrico is your king of cans with 7 points. The rest of us, 1 point behind with 6. Initial thoughts on these 3.
Huge.
Good for her.
I'll bring back an old phrase. She'd do it.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's very happy.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
You know?
Happiness all around. 'Tis the season. Oh, by the way, are we doing what did we do last year? The Good for Her Gallery?
Yeah, last year we did a Good for Her gallery. I think we had, we might have had 50, which equals out to be 100.
Yeah, so towards the end of the year, our favorite boobs of the year. We got to figure that out. We're getting close.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting close.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it's 1 point for each correct answer, real or fake, unless it's your lock. Your lock gets you 2 points if you're right, 0 points locked out if you're wrong. So, Patrico, if you would, a description of photo number 1, please.
Photo number 1, monstrous memories here. She's got on some sexy little nighty thing on with a big giant black bra with a bow in the middle. I mean, these
boobs.
things are massive.
Yeah, it almost looks like a fisheye lens because they're just like, boom.
I think you can see these from space. That and the Great Wall of China. All right, let's start with Jeff. Photo number 1.
This one was one of 3 that were really tough for me this week. But I went with real.
Moon?
Oh, yeah. I good for her. Like your style. Real.
I thought she didn't have arms at first.
These are just naturally big.
Yeah.
Naturally big. I'm going real. And Tones.
I went real as well, and I think what Jeff just said is something to note.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her hands behind her back, and she's pushing forward.
Yeah, getting that posture real good, right?
Look at her right arm.
Yeah, where's it go?
Probably
It's
holding the camera.
No.
Oh,
Riz,
no,
they're
it's going
behind
down,
the back.
bro.
Let me see.
Look at her shoulder.
Maybe I can't see it in my picture.
Look, here's her shoulder.
Oh, you know what? Look, in my photo, I got to print out. It looks like her arm's going out.
Oh, the back of the wall there?
Yeah.
Wait, you talking about on the right?
Like if you're looking at the picture to the left.
You thought this was arm.
No, this is arm. That's not behind her back.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes, it's 1,000% is behind her back. Both of her arms are behind her back.
No,
she
her
only has
left
one
arm
arm.
is, her right arm is not.
Oh, here, scroll down. See, so you can see it right there.
That's not her arm. Stop it.
Where's her
Maybe.
arm at then, Moon?
The only thing you
Maybe
can
she
see
only
is
has one
just
arm.
under her shoulder,
think of that?
right by her armpit, and that's her right arm. Her right arm is extended. It's going out. It might be taking the photo.
No, it's not.
We can agree to disagree, sir.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
That's the wall. That's
Come
the
on,
wall
man.
back
There's
there.
some forensics here, and you're off.
That's
You
the wall
have
back
no
there.
degree.
So she's doing this, taking a picture like this?
No, it could be
What?
this.
I didn't say that. I said she's taking it like this. Her right arm is out, and it's, if anything, it's slanted forward. Is this gonna change your pick?
No.
Well, then let's move on.
We need to know.
Because I'm excited about the rest of them.
All right, let's go to photo number 2. Patrico, if you would.
Photo number 2, this is a lovely lady who is wearing a purple shirt, very low-cut purple shirt. She has some tattoo work done, and she is leaning forward. Now, the only downside about this is you do not know if she is wearing a bra or not.
She's
I'm
leaning
assuming
forward
that
and
she
she's
is.
squeezing in. I'm seeing some squishing in.
Yeah.
Enhancement. On these, this was a crapshoot for me. This was my toughest pick. But I am going with my heart, and I'm going real. Tony.
I went real.
Moon.
For sure, toughest pick for me. At first, before I scrolled down, my heart kind of jumped because I thought that these looked familiar. But tattoos threw it off, and toughest pick, I went good for her, real.
And Jeff.
Yeah, I went real as well.
I did go back and forth on this one, though. Did anybody else have
Me too.
trouble?
Yeah, very much so.
I did.
Boob shape in the cleave area was a question for me.
But again, that could be from a bra that we don't see.
Yeah.
From
Beautiful.
real
From her
scrunching
smushing
together.
in.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair. Call me.
And finally, photo number 3.
Photo number 3, this lovely lady, she has a shirt on that is open. She forgot to put a bra on, and from what I know, she has done the editing here. She might have had a little bit of a nip slip, folks, but she is busting out of
And
this
she's
shirt.
happy.
Yeah, she has beautiful teeth.
Smiling.
She has a good time. I like her style.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's
Good for her.
There's that
All right.
picture.
Is that your Call Me picture of the week?
Number 2 was, but I would like to. All of them are calling me.
if you missed the call from number 2, number
Yeah,
3,
right,
you'll be accepting her call
All right,
as well.
Moon, your pick for photo number 3.
I went real and good for her.
Tony.
Real.
I went real as well. And Jeff.
I went real.
Okay. All real. Nobody's stepping out. Nobody's stepping out as far as fake goes. It all comes down to the locks. Your most confident pick. It'll get you 2 points if you're right, 0 points. Locked out regardless of your other picks if you're wrong.
We've had a lot of lockouts in just a few weeks in this.
Two
This
out of the 4 weeks, they were lockouts.
Yeah, but I'm saying in total, I think there's been 4.
Yeah,
4
because I was locked
lockouts.
out solo one time.
And we were
So
all
there's
locked
at least
out
3.
another
Twice.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Moon, your lock of the week.
I'm locking in real number 3.
Okay, locked in, real. For number 3.
Jeff
your
just
lock.
mouthed that was a mistake to me.
No, I said that's what I'm going to say. Is that okay?
Oh.
I locked in number 1 is real.
Okay, Jeff, locked in, real, number 1. Tony.
Real number 3.
Okay. And I am real, locked in, number 3.
Damn it.
So Jeff is out on his own.
Guess I'm watching Roadhouse on Locked Out Island.
Yep. All right, we'll find out on Friday. Will Jeff be locked out? Will the rest of us be locked out? Jeff could make a move here. Jeff could go from last to first, essentially. Right? With lockout, Jeff will jump 2 points, which will put him in first place. Or will Jeff be locked out and we leave Jeff behind? That's been known to happen too.
Would you guys do that to me?
It's happened before. 1057thepoint.com/cans. Make your picks. And thank you, of course, to the ladies for sending in your pictures.
Heck yeah, good for them.
Results on Friday. Before we get out of here at 10 o'clock, it's The Riz Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
I like that song. Judah and the Lion is the name of that group.
Band's incredible live.
Did they play Point Fest?
No.
Did a show. Was it a big summer show maybe?
Yeah. It was a big summer show. I can't remember who
Who
the
they
head.
opened up for? I was there.
Incubus.
Yes. Yes. I was not there.
I was going to say, I don't believe you were there
don't
because
believe
I
I was
was,
there, no.
and I don't remember seeing you.
Oh, you didn't see me? I was on the lawn.
No, that wasn't you.
Oh, no, I was at my house. 9:08. Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Oh, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report right now. All is well. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy and a small chance for some showers, around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy, cooler, just under 40 for the low. Right now it is 45 downtown at Union Station. Your point traffic and weather brought to you by Indeed.com. Are you hiring? Join the over 3 million businesses that use Indeed.com for hiring. Post your next job opening on the world's #1 job site, Indeed.com.
All right, we got news, we got sports, and we got your headline Who's next. Now, here's the thing about pest control. People think pest control is only like a spring and summer thing. But I'm telling you, right now is the time to call Amco Ranger. Amco Ranger, protect your house from pests that you'll see in the spring and summer. So now fall's here, and the cooler temperatures, all kinds of pests start moving into your house looking to avoid the cold. I'm talking spiders, I'm talking ladybugs and wasps and flies. And as I said, a lot of problems you see in the spring are bugs that come into the house the previous fall. They spend the winter hiding in your attic, inside the walls. So Amco Ranger has effective exterior barrier treatments to make sure you aren't sharing your house all winter long with bugs, with creatures, with stuff you don't want in your house. Amco Ranger, protecting what matters since 1965. I want you to call them up, 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. Schedule a free, no-obligation pest inspection. Local family-owned and operated for over 50 years, A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. And they got the Amco Ranger guarantee. They are not satisfied until you're satisfied. So if for any reason you're not 100% satisfied with their services, they'll keep coming back until whatever problem you have is solved. 636-441-BUGS. Amco Ranger, protecting what matters since 1965. Jeff, there's always stuff to be had at Big St. Charles Motorsports. Always savings to be had. And right now, they got the trade up to a Yamaha sales event at Big St. Charles.
Man, if you're looking for off-road vehicles, I mean, hunting season is coming up. I have hunters in my family. Myself, not one, but every single one of them, they either borrow or have some sort of off-road vehicle. And my brother, who lives out in Union, has one. He's got some property out there. They are a blast to get on.
Like the UTVs, or even an ATV. I mean, they got some great deals at Big St. Charles. Just go to the big yellow building. That's all the sport bikes. That's the UTVs. That's the Wave Runners. That's where you'll find all the Yamahas.
Yeah, they got a Yamaha Wolverine utility vehicle there, and just looking at the price here, you're saving $3,000. And I'm not even really looking around. It's just like there's where you can save $3,000 right there at Big St. Charles.
If you drink a little cranberry juice, you clear up the UTV, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I think that's UTI.
Is that something else?
I believe, yes.
Just a little cranberry juice.
Been down that
That's
road.
some antibiotics.
Yeah. Big St. Charles, though, like you said, down at the bottom of the hill, they got all that. They got all the Harley stuff at the top of the hill. And we're going to be there for the release of the calendar this year very, very soon.
We have a date for that. It's sometime in December. I
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Early December, if I'm not mistaken. It's Big St. Charles Motorsports, Interstate 70, the Cave Springs exit on the North Service Road. Online, bigstcharlesmotorsports.com, the jackpot of motorcycles.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Marlon Wayans, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. Happy birthday, Riz, you old fool.
All right, thank you, Marlon Wayans. All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by...
Being sponsored by Club Fitness, where they welcome everybody. More amenities, more locations. 23 locations and growing.
Last Friday in Norfolk, Virginia, Tommy Zhu was sentenced to 1.5 years in federal prison for illegally trafficking $150,000 worth of baby eels after getting caught on tape and an undercover sting. Apparently, there's a big underground market for eels in Asia. So as you know, eels are very popular in Asia, where they're used in sushi, they're used in other foods. Now, for his part, Tommy got a license to deal eels in Maine, but instead used it to illegally export the eels from Virginia. And once he's let go from prison, he'll be banned from working in the seafood industry for at least 3 years. Tommy Zhu, busted.
Tommy Zhu. Wow. Have you ever had eel?
Yes. I'm not a giant fan of it.
Love it.
What is it? To me, it's just like, oh, it's going to be fishy. Is that not
No,
the case
absolutely
at all?
not.
It's not.
Absolutely not.
I've only had it here on this show.
It's
Oh,
incredible.
when Wasabi brought it in?
Yeah, and I was not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of eel.
Yeah, if I told you it was something else.
No, I didn't like the taste of it. I could care less.
So
if
it's
it was
not
eel.
that it's eel.
Eel's not one of those things that like grosses me out. Like,
I mean, this
ugh.
man's had grouper eyeballs.
It's the fact that I just didn't like the taste of it.
You don't think that was psychologically...
Not at all. Eel never bothered me. Like that was something I wanted to try because like I like all seafood, and like eel. I've heard people eat eel before, and I was like, all right, cool, I want to try it. And I heard some people say that it had kind of like a squid-like kind of quality to it.
Really? No, not
And
at
I
all.
and
It's
I
kind of,
tried
it's
it and
very
I didn't
meaty.
like it.
It's a meaty fish. It's just, it's not for me.
I did not like it.
It's like a really clean bite of steak.
You could just get a steak.
I
There
could
you
just
go.
get a steak. Yeah.
Dude, we got the big boss coming to town from Indianapolis. So our corporate offices are in Indianapolis. Actually, no, he's coming from Los Angeles. So we got, Indianapolis is the mothership, and then one of the head programmers is coming in from Los Angeles. He's going to take us out to dinner.
So we looked up what's the most expensive place in
Right.
St. Louis. And we're going there. We have a 3.5-hour reservation.
So our boss here locally is like, hey, where do you guys want to go? And I just shouted out the most expensive restaurant.
And all of us just went, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do that.
Right, yeah.
Now, listen, get a nice steak tomorrow. You guys get what you want.
I'm going to see if they have eel.
Who doesn't love a good steak from a steak restaurant?
Yeah.
I had said this before. I like steak, I guess, but like I never favored it. It's like Chinese food. Like if there's one in front of me, great, yeah, cool, great. I enjoy this. I'm human. but I never wanted it. I never think about it. I never order it. I certainly never pay for it. And then for some reason, these past like 4 or 5 months, something clicked. I don't know if I was needing iron or what, but at the last 3 or 4 dinners I've been going
Maybe
at
he became
it.
a man. You got to eat that red meat. You know what I'm saying?
That's the silliest crap I've
You
ever
just got some
heard.
hair on your chest.
Yeah. Little dead animal.
That's the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
Yeah, killing and grilling. Am I right,
Yeah.
guys? Come on. East side after that.
No, I got a steak. Remember, I went out for my parents' 50th. We went to that Bristol place. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
And I got a steak there. My parents went, I have never seen you order a steak.
No, I like steak at a good steak restaurant where it comes on the sizzling platter.
I
and
like steak, period, man.
You get some cream spinach.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
That sounds terrible, but I'm in.
You don't like
nonetheless.
cream spinach?
No.
Oh, no, with a steak, asparagus for some reason.
Asparagus is
I like
good.
cream
Ooh,
spinach.
I'm a broccoli guy.
I'll take
with
some
my
broccoli.
steak. Yeah.
Shoestring fries. Mm-hmm. Like well done. Uh-huh.
Like a steak and then a shake.
Paper
Good
hat.
stuff. Paper hat.
Can I get a plastic fork over here, please?
Over the weekend, eBay removed a couple listings for Hawaiian beach sand from its website. And as a Hawaii State Department of Natural Resources person explains, selling sand used to be legal, but it isn't anymore, and it's punishable by fines of up to $100,000.
Damn.
Selling sand in general on eBay, or
For
you're talking
selling
about from Hawaii?
Hawaiian beach sand.
Yeah, that's strange that it was ever legal because it's illegal to take rocks or actually most places you can't, like if you go snorkeling or scuba diving, you're not supposed to be taking any sort of brain coral or shells or any of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a surprise that it was
that's
ever legal.
ruining the natural habitat.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, with the Hawaiian, there's like Hawaiian gods and things that like I remember when I first went when I was a kid, I took one of the volcanic rocks off the Big Island, and my dad was like, "Whoa, dude, put that down." It's a belief here that if you take something off the island, the god of whatever it is, Maui or somebody, haunts you until you return it. And I was like, well, I don't want none of that bad juju on me. I'm out of here. Put the rock down.
Is it, since you said that, is it illegal to pull over the side of like 109? I'm sure you've probably seen this in your pickup truck and just taking rocks off the side of the road.
Off of 109? Like, is there...
Or just a road in general is what I'm saying.
Why would you do that?
For like landscaping or whatever. I see it all the time.
No. I don't think that's illegal if it's not private property.
Okay.
I mean, if you take a stone off of someone's property.
Owned by the
Well,
city,
you know what
I guess.
I think people go to Hawaii and they got the volcanic sand.
Yeah, right. The black sand beaches?
Yeah. And what they do is, they use it for masks, for beauty treatments and stuff like that. Like, for example, people are offering up to $14.95 per pound of sand before all the listings were removed.
Damn. Is this the black sand?
The black sand sucks.
All sand.
Why?
Because if you go to that black sand beach, you realize there's sand everywhere on your body. The normal color, you can't see it. That's what sucks about it. That's what I remember from being there.
That's so funny.
Those of us with iPhones.
Black sand sucks.
Have you found that a glitch is currently preventing you from typing the letter I in text messages?
No.
But have you heard of this?
Yes.
Happening to people?
And people have been saying it all the time, and I don't see it.
Is it capital or lowercase? Or does
Capital
it matter?
I. And it changes it to like a square question mark or something like that, correct?
Yeah, let me see if that... Yeah, mine's fine. Capital I. But some people, it's preventing them from typing the capital I.
Yep,
Instead, it
mine's fine
corrects
too.
the I to a random character like a capital A or the hashtag symbol or an exclamation point.
Oh, it just did it to me. It gave me the option.
Like it was going to autofill?
Yeah. So it gives you the little three things, and it put I in quotation marks, and then it put capital A, box question mark, Mario Brothers thing, and then I'm. And that is the first option for it.
And the bug also seems to affect typing on apps, including Twitter and Instagram. And Apple says it's working on a fix that will be released very soon. In the meantime, they suggest you set your autocorrect of capital I to lowercase I. If it's a huge problem for you.
Did you do the latest update, Moon?
Is it a new update?
Yeah, I believe
like
so.
11.1 or something like that. I mean, it's not like yesterday it came out. It came out like a week or so ago.
Oh, I don't know.
I just noticed that I sent a tweet with an A and a Mario box.
There you go.
Didn't even realize it.
And that is your news brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts America Runs on Dunkin'.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by Gateway Motorsports Park. Early game tonight for the Blues. They are in New Jersey to take on the Devils. Blues, they're coming off a 6-4 win over the Maple Leafs on Saturday. Tonight, puck drops at 6 p.m., and the game is on Fox Sports Midwest. Jeff, off the air, we were talking that Tarasenko left practice early yesterday with some injury, soreness, as they're calling it, that he first experienced Saturday against Toronto. I haven't seen anything that he's not going to join the team.
Yeah,
or that he's
body?
out.
Upper body?
I didn't even see upper body.
I think he said upper body. I saw an interview with Yo after practice, and he said, like you said, it happened in the previous game, so they're just being cautious about it. But that's really all he said.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a huge thing right now, but it's
he also
still,
said Bouwmeester is just not even close.
Yeah. I mean, the guy with the broken ankle hasn't even stepped on ice,
Right.
so that's not good. Cardinals have had some roster moves yesterday. Team announced the unconditional release of Trevor Rosenthal.
Is that a surprise?
Not really.
I don't believe so at all. Rosenthal is actually recovering from elbow surgery and now looking for a new home. Couple options here. He could be done with the team, but they also said that there is a possibility that he could be brought back under a new contract structure, which could be something like a minor league deal. So we'll have to see. Also, the Cardinals have given Lance Lynn a qualifying offer. And Lynn has already said he plans on rejecting that offer and testing the free agent market, so we'll see what happens there. Other good news for the Cardinals, Paul DeJong, he is among the nominees for NL Rookie of the Year. Dodgers first baseman Cody Bellinger, he's the front runner, but DeJong is first Cardinal to receive that honor since Colton Wong in 2014 and Albert Pujols back in 2001. Pirates first baseman Josh Bell also given the nomination. DeJong had a great season, 25 homers, ranked first in the NL among rookies in doubles, second in slugging, and fourth in homers, RBI, and hits.
What's ridiculous is the guy had 25 home runs, and he went through a streak of like 1 for 21 or something. He went through a really dry, batting streak. So you can imagine he could have had 30 home runs.
Yep. The Green Bay Packers fell 30-17 to the Detroit Lions in Monday Night Football game, which meant that I was the one that took 3 shots to the Tushy today. It was the third straight loss for the Packers.
Tushy.
So it was a weird game as far as, the Lions pretty much dominated as far as the game is concerned. But as far as the picks are concerned, it was weird. The Packers scored with 0 seconds to go after a pass interference call, which then gave them 7 points, which then gave them 47 total points, which led to Riz getting the win for this week.
We're just not coming in last place.
Right, the win over me.
Surprised you went with the Packers.
Why? It's in Detroit. Even everybody look at any headline today. It says Detroit gets surprising win at Lambeau. Detroit is notoriously just horrendous at Lambeau.
Not surprising to this guy.
Yeah, or me.
Actually, very surprising to this guy. We're calling it the Monday Miracle, guys. Really pulled it out.
Finally here, Shailene Flanagan became the first American woman to win the New York City Marathon in 40 years on Sunday, beating a Kenyan Mary Kiteni's attempt to finish first in the race for 4 years in a row. Flanagan finished in 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 53 seconds, about a minute faster than second place. The last American woman to win the New York Marathon was Mickey Gorman in 1977. So this is a huge deal.
Remember, look up, as I say every year, look up Rosie Ruiz, who I believe took the subway to the finish line.
That's right.
On the men's side, Jeffrey Kamworor of Kenya won the race in 2 hours, 10 minutes, 53 seconds. It was the last career race for 42-year-old American great Meb, that last name, Keflezighi. He's a 2000 New York Marathon winner. He finished 11th on Sunday and collapsed when he crossed the finish line. They're saying he is the most famous U.S. marathon runner. I don't know the guy. Jeff,
he's very big in the running world, obviously, but locally, he was here not too long ago as far as some promotion in one of the stores, and he goes by Meb.
Yeah,
as he should.
Thank you, Meb. I'm Patrico. That's your sports, and boom goes the dynamite. Brought to you by the law offices of Susan L. Ward. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
All right, today's headline Hooters story comes to us from Far, Texas, where 44-year-old Claudia Lopez was booked last week on charges of sexual assault of a child, which is a second-degree felony, after she admitted to having sex with her daughter's teenage boyfriend. And she was busted after the boy's mom called the cops back in August. And the mom told cops that she found out about the affair after seeing dirty text messages between Claudia and her son on his cell phone. I don't know exactly how old the boyfriend is, but court records show that at the time of the affair, he was younger than 17. And she's looking at up to 20 years in prison. And I'm sure the daughter's pissed.
One would think.
Hope it was worth it. Claudia Lopez. Today's Headline Hoosh. All right, 9:31 on this Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I can hear the audience now. Boo!
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Clean Slate Tattoo Removal, using the Cutera laser for effective pain-free removal of any unwanted tattoo. Today, cloudy, small chance for some showers, around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler, just under 40 for the low. And right now, it is 45 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Indeed.com. Are you hiring? Join the over 3 million businesses that use Indeed.com for hiring. Post your next job opening on the world's #1 job site, Indeed.com.
All right, Jeff, what do you got?
Why would Kate Winslet be kissing another woman? And more money problems for Mr. Johnny Depp.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays and the porno birthday next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
Check this out, folks. The brand new November special for Sauce on the Side is called the Mayflower, and it is Thanksgiving in a calzone. It's fantastic. They brought it the other day, and man, oh man, it's good. Herb turkey, candied walnuts, sweet potato mash. It also has, what I love is that it's got that the dipping sauce on the side, of course.
It's like a turkey gravy.
Which is turkey gravy that's made from the drippings of the turkey.
Now, what my favorite part of that is.
It also has the cornbread stuffing, the dried cranberries, and the white cheddar cheese. I think the turkey and the white cheddar cheese combined is what I love.
That's mine.
Stuffing too.
Oh, the stuffing's great as well. Also, this season they've got a brand new dessert special as well, which is the pumpkin pie, which myself and Jeff had that. That is fantastic.
Goodness gracious.
The top of it is covered in like a cinnamon sugar dust. Woo, man, it's good. That is available, and all your other favorite calzones are available at Sauce on the Side. 3 locations, downtown Clayton and the Grove. You can find them online, eatcalzones.com. Now, I suggest you go to the website. You'll find what you love, but you also get to see the calzones, and that's a huge thing for me, actually seeing what is inside of these calzones. All of that on their website. You definitely want to go check this out because you can get it to go. You can get it as delivery or sit down and enjoy the meal with some nice beer selections, wine selections, everything made fresh every single day. Try it for yourself. Online at eatcalzones.com. Again, in downtown, in Clayton, and in the Grove, it is Sauce on the Side.
With Spectrum Internet, there are no data caps and no speed throttling. So call and get 100 megs of faster, more reliable internet. Just $29.99 when bundled. No modem fees, no contracts. That's the fastest internet starting speed available for the price. And the bandwidth you need to stream, watch, and share on all your devices. Call 844-855-2999 and switch to Spectrum Internet today. Restrictions apply. Call for details. HD streaming and 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspots for $25 per month per line for 4 lines with the 5th line free. And for a limited time, save 50% on a new Samsung Galaxy S8 with Sprint Flex. Plus, upgrade anytime after 12 lease payments with Galaxy Forever. Visit your local Sprint store. Go to sprint.com/GS8 or call 1-800-SPRINT1 today. Only at Sprint. Works for me. GS8 $15.62 per month after $15.63 per month. Monthly pay in time within 2 days. For well-qualified customers, new line activation. Unlimited savings until 1/31/19 and 38 per month for 5 lines with auto pay discount valid within 2 hours. Savings plan compared to similar plans from national carriers. Carriers feature 50. Coverage and offer not available everywhere at the discounted plans. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee. This creates tax received roaming and premium content. Prohibited network use rules and restrictions apply. Hello, Julie. Official Spokes Hour here for WGU, the online nonprofit university. We owls leave the nest ready to soar, just like WGU grads. They graduate with the skills employers want, with 99% of employers saying our grads meet or exceed their expectations. So our alumni never have to wing it. Wing it.
WGU Missouri. Online, nonprofit, and surprisingly affordable. Learn more at missouri.wgu.edu.
The Footlong Subway Steak Club. Unfortunately, you can't see, hold, or taste it because this is radio, so just imagine it. Tender steak, crispy bacon, turkey, and melty cheese. Imagine only paying $6.99 for it. Now stop imagining and go get one. The new Subway Steak Lovers Collection. The Steak Club, the steak and bacon, the steak and cheese, each footlong just $6.99 for a limited time. At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied. In the mood to spice up your lunchtime routine? Chick-fil-A's new grilled spicy chicken deluxe has the grilled chicken you love all spiced up and marinated with a blend of peppers so you get that spicy flavor inside and out. On a multi-grain brioche bun with Colby Jack cheese, lettuce, and tomato. Spicy grilled chicken sandwich is available at Chick-fil-A now. Tickets to Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's the Ghosts of Christmas Eve presented by Hallmark Channel. 2 shows December 26th at Scottrade Center. Tickets on sale now with a portion of proceeds benefiting Shriners Hospital for Children. We've got your free tickets to TSO at 1057thepoint.com.
You know, I know Tracy Bibb is always there for me, for the just in case something happens. Car accident, something happens to my house, got the life insurance, rent a property, just in case Tracy Bibb is there. Listen, accidents happen. You need insurance. Everybody wants a good deal on insurance. And if you're experiencing rate increases because of distracted driving, and a lot of companies are jacking up their car insurance rates, I want you to call Tracy, get yourself a quote, because maybe she could save you a couple $100 a year off your premiums. Everybody wants extra money in their pocket. So call Tracy, get that quote. Going to take you 10 minutes. 314-352-4494. 314-352-4494. 1057thepoint.com/quote. And listen, she could also help with your retirement needs. So if you left your job, you quit, you're retired, you were laid off, whatever your situation is. Did you leave your retirement money sitting behind? Tracy can help you out. You need to call her. Don't just leave that money sitting at the old job doing nothing. Tracy Bibb, 314-352-4494, 1057thepoint.com/quote. Tracy Bibb, Allstate Insurance. Are you in good hands? Hey, guys.
Hey.
Oh, hey, man.
Welcome back. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrity.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis's only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. There was something called the Hollywood Film Awards that happened on Sunday. And Kate Winslet won some sort of trophy for something or another.
Oh, the Hollywood Awards?
Yeah, the Hollywood Film Awards.
Yes, it's where Hollywood celebrates itself.
Uh-huh.
Again.
She used part of her speech to drool all over Allison Janney. Like, it's kind of
Who's
weird.
Allison Janney? What is she in? Is
She's
she
in
Moms?
that TV show Moms, yeah. And we talked before about how in the industry she's very, very respected.
Allison Janney, okay.
Yeah, this is Kate Winslet, movie star, award winner,
Yes.
and then TV show person Allison Janney. So I don't know what her deal is, but if you'd like to hear some of the audio, she actually wanted to kiss the young lady and do more.
Alison Janney is in this room. Alison, I know I don't really know you, but I just want to be you. I do. Or just stroke you or something.
Oh, boy, yeah.
I mean...
Your ego!
I mean, we could always kiss, maybe. Maybe. Okay, she's... Oh, it's going to happen. Quick, quick, quick.
She's running up there and...
This is an exciting moment, isn't it?
Are they kissing?
Yeah, they made out.
No.
Full on made out.
It's a bit of a letdown.
I know, but I'm trying to get people to go to the blog.
It's a bit of a letdown because you can tell Kate Winslet's looking for a makeout.
Yeah.
And thinks it's coming, and the one gal
She did, though.
under-delivers.
She pushed the lips out like this is all you're getting.
Which is insane, because what's that gal's name again? Allison Janney?
Allison Janney.
She's kind of famous for, like, kissing everybody.
Is she?
Yeah, there's, like, montages of her, like, just kissing anybody. Andy Cohen. What's the guy that does Channel 5 late night now?
Mike Bush?
No.
She made out with Mike Bush?
Perhaps it's Channel 2 or 30 or 11. I don't know.
Talking about?
One of the late night guys.
James Corden.
That guy. Okay, him.
That's Channel 4.
Sorry, whatever. Ellen, like she kisses a lot of folks, so this is kind of like her thing, which is why I think she asked for a kiss.
That makes sense, yeah. Who was it, James? What was his name?
James Corden.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
You can see the kind of disappointing kiss on the blog if you'd like to. And to bring all of this down, unfortunately, Kate won her award for that new Woody Allen movie, Wonder Wheel, and she did thank him, which kind of was weird in the moment, but whatever. You guys remember a few years back that Kat Denning from Two Broke Girls?
Yes.
With the big old McGuffies?
Oh, yes.
And she was concerned about, somebody hacking her cloud or her phone or her computer or whatever, and nude or topless photos of her coming out. So what'd she do? She just said, screw it, I'm going to do it myself. And she put out some black and white photos.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of, by the way.
Oh, boy. Very, very nice.
Yeah, she put them out there like, hey, you know what?
There you go.
Gonna take the mystery away.
Right.
Here they are.
Yeah. I don't have a story. I just wanted to say that. I thought it was kind of cool that she did that. No. Sia, the singer, Sia.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, she got an offer from somebody, or she found out that somebody was going to be trying to sell a nude picture of her, and she said, screw it, and just put it up herself, and it's just her completely nude, head to toe, from the back.
Yeah, you see her tush.
Yeah.
All right.
See the
tushy.
tushy. Yeah. She says, save your money. Here it is for free. Every day is Christmas. And she took advantage, because guess what her new album's called?
Tushki.
Every day is Christmas. It's called Tushki. It's a holiday album.
No, that's funny. It's on her Twitter. It's like the second
I saw
or third
it.
thing
I
down.
saw last night.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that's what I heard.
Thoughts on it?
I mean,
Good-
it's
good for
a
her.
Woman's backside.
She's got a big old butt. Oh, yeah.
She's the one that always wears her hair in front of her face.
Yes. Yeah,
she
for the
never-
longest time, nobody ever saw
she
what
never
she
shows her face.
had ever looked like. Yeah.
And in this, and she's continuing the tradition. Her face is not in the photo.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
You do not see her face.
That's a tush.
I don't get why celebrities go anywhere where they're going to be nude. Like, she's clearly, like, outside, like, on a beach or something there. Like, wow.
You know what, though? It could be one of those giant telephoto lenses.
Oh, it looks like it.
Where somebody's
Yeah.
a mile away.
But still, I mean, like, if I was a celebrity, I know for a fact that I would not even remotely go to anywhere that has anything like that and do...
You're never nude in your house, even.
Sure.
Which is tough on the paparazzi. I'm not going to lie to you, Tony.
Many have tried.
They have tried. Johnny Depp's ex-business partners are trying to get him to pay back that massive loan, and they may have 5 of his homes foreclosed in that effort. The management group is their name.
5 of his homes.
5 of them.
Yes.
Yeah. They filed to force a sale of Depp's properties, all of which are in L.A. So you need 5 homes in L.A. in order to recover that $5 million that they say they gave him back in December of 2012, just because he was out of money. He was like, I need a loan. Here's collateral, my 5 houses, and now he's defaulted
He's got
on that.
5 houses in one area, in
That's
one
what I'm
city.
saying, yeah. Is he the one that bought like 5 houses all right next to each other to make a compound? That sounds familiar now, or was that somebody else?
I don't know. But if he has 5 houses spread out through L.A., he never really has to deal with traffic. There's traffic. It was terrible. There's my house. There's one.
Is that your Johnny Depp impression?
I passed
That was really
another
good.
one. It's a weird amalgam of accents now.
And kind of a buzz, too, like a red wine
Right,
buzz
yeah,
going
yeah.
on, too. Judge still has to
there's
sign
my
off
house.
on it. And as far as Johnny Depp says, his lawyer says it's a publicity stunt. By
And
the
ironically,
agency.
it's not just a judge. It's Judge Reinhold that needs to sign off.
This is very strange. It's been tough for him to find work in Hollywood, so he went to judge school.
Do I live there?
So I live.
Jeez,
This is
snort
my
right
house.
here. Stop that.
I can crack myself up.
Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, speaking of houses, just sold their Bel Air mansion. And, of course, because it's them, they made a ton of money on it. They sold it, 1-acre property, $17.8 million. And they bought it 4 years ago for $9 million. I'm sure they put some money into it, but it stands as to be the most expensive sale ever in that exclusive Bel Air crust community.
They put some money into it, huh?
Well, bet, I'm sure. 10,000
New
square
doorknobs and
and those
They changed all the vents.
yeah, the outlet boxes with the little red button. They had to put all those on there to get up to code.
Tighten down the toilets.
wooden vent covers. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
Those are
expensive.
so nice. The person
Super
who
expensive.
person who bought it, she is somebody from the oh gosh darn it anyway. I had it and now I don't have it. She's from a different. Oh, here it is. Marina Action is her name, and she's a Ukrainian philanthropist who has moved to Silicon Valley to pursue her music career. And the sale
What's
was
her name?
Marian Acton. Oh, I'm sorry, Marina Acton. Marina Acton.
Let's see what she got going here. Let's see, Marina Acton.
She says she found the house to be both creative and inspiring. Matt and Josh from $1 Million Listing are the ones who did the sale, by the way, if you're a fan of that show. You want me to hang while you're looking up?
No, please. Continue.
All right. Metallica's performance at this Thursday's Band Together Bay Area benefits. You're going to be able to watch it live streaming on Metallica.com. That's the YouTube channel. The group's Facebook page also will be having it there. It's also going to be available on the Twitters at A Tipping Point. And let's see, 75-minute set. They're the headliners. Also, Dave Matthews will be performing. Rancid will be performing as well. 100% of the ticket price will be going to relief efforts out there in North Carolina, all the wildfires out there. Soon to be 69-year-old Ozzy Osbourne has finished the Black Sabbath farewell tour back in February, and now he's announced some dates for a farewell solo tour as well. But of course, he's not hanging it up anytime soon. For starters, he'll be milking this a bit because the tour schedule is going through 2020. But even when that's done, he says he's still going to perform occasionally, just no more world tours or anything. 22 dates so far. Mexico, South America, and Europe have been mentioned. On TV.
After that is the farewell to the farewell tour.
Uh-huh. That's it.
NBC has The Voice tonight. Rolling
And it's the
Stone.
tough to say goodbye tour.
Literally tough to say goodbye.
And then it's one more time.
Remember when I said goodbye?
One more time, goodbye.
Tour.
FSM has that early blues game, 6 o'clock here in the Central Blues in New Jersey.
Hey, guys, one more time. No more tears. I'm back. Crabby birthdays. Lord, 21. Adam Devine. That's a guy from Workaholics and Modern Family. He is 34. Morgan Spurlock from Super Size Me, 47. Peter Brady. Christopher Knight. He is 60.
2 firsties.
Today's Burton birthday of the day. He is probably one of the most famous evangelists. He's ordained as a Southern Baptist minister. He became famous in 1949. Billy Graham is 99 years young today.
2 firsties.
Did you say Christopher Knight was 2 firsties?
No, something Brady.
Well, Peter Brady, that's the character he played.
I don't care. They named him after an untrustworthy man.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Lily Tai. Today's birthday girl has seen more Wang than a Chinese phone book in 173 fine films, including China Vagina, Chinatown Cheerleaders, The Asian Persuasion, also in Asian Vacation, and Oh, Me So Horny. She's in other movies called Viagra Falls, Volume 2. And who can forget her unforgettable role in Asian Street Police, Assume the Position. Lily Tai, 36 years old. That is your porno birthday, your crappy birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, 9:50 on this Tuesday. One final look at your traffic and weather. Here he is, Patrico.
Oh, man, you're more of a letdown than fruit stripe gum.
And he's coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Your point forecast, that from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Cloudy and a small chance for some showers, around 50 for the high. Tonight, cloudy and cooler, just under 40 for the low. Right now, it is 45 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty does stand with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
All right, we'll take our final break of the morning, come back and wrap it up.
Milk and cookies, steak and eggs, steak and potatoes, meat and potatoes.
Fred and Barney.
Oh, yeah, Jeff and Moon.
Uh-huh.
And Four Hands Beer and Jameson. Now, I am a beer guy, and, a pairing, any sort of pairing, it's extremely important, especially your drinking buddies. If you're going to pair up with a drinking buddy and go out, make sure it's the right guy, make sure it's the right gal, make sure it's the right beer and shot. Am I right?
You are correct. Jameson Caskmate Stout Edition is going making steps towards that. It's craft, so the craft beer is matured in the Jameson barrels, okay? And then you got that unique Jameson, I guess, inspired beer is the best way to put it. And then these barrels are then reused to finish the Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition. Then you kind of have a marriage of the two. It's a Jameson Caskmates whiskey with truly a different and original finish as well. So kind of bringing, like you said, drinking buddies, it brings the whiskey crowd to the beer crowd.
Yeah, and I am the beer crowd, and Four Hands Citywide Beer is one of my favorites. It's that American Pale Ale. It is just the perfect amount of carbonation, crispy, clarity. It is just so very, very good, and it pairs so well with that Jameson. So next time you're at the bar, beer and a shot, beer and a shot. Make sure it's Four Hands Citywide and
Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition, baby.
So if you haven't been to the East Side lately, now you got another great reason to head to Sauget. Now you already know about Country Rock Cabaret. All right, that's right behind Pops. And now there's Diamond Cabaret. Yes, Diamond Cabaret, that's where the Penthouse Club was, right next door to Pops. And well, listen, we've been telling you about Country Rock Cabaret for a while now. And now the owners of Country Rock, they are providing you with another reason to go to the East Side. It's Diamond Cabaret. Local ownership guys who grew up going to Diamond Cabaret now own the place, and I want to make sure you're in good hands, guys. Lunch specials and drink specials and bottle service. And their VIP area, we've all been back there. At Diamond Cabaret, the VIP room.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Awesome, right?
I left a sock there one time.
I don't know what that means.
Me either.
It's like a hunting lodge.
It is.
Isn't
You're
it?
right. Yeah, it is. It is. A lot of leather.
A lot of leather, yes, and mahogany. And, of course, there's the lovely ladies to help you escape from whatever. The BS. The work. Healthy adult fun. And if you haven't been to the East Side lately, you got two great reasons to go. Diamond Cabaret behind Pops. Next door to Pops. Country Rock Cabaret behind Pops. It's always a party in Sauget. Country Rock Cabaret, Diamond Cabaret. All right. So I guess you are in for Donnie?
You got it.
Patrico's staying on, folks. Another 4 hours of this guy.
That's
we
right.
are #blessed.
Yep,
As a city, we are lucky.
lucky.
All right, head over to the blog, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. What do we have to offer?
Well, we have some info on that Texas gunman. We have a little bit more info about that whole situation. There was some local parents charged with murder after a child died from malnourishment. There's some wiener news because he just began his prison sentence. We talked a little bit about that. There's some food news. Taco Bell just revealed, or may have revealed, that they're introducing French fries because of Mark Hoppus from Blink-182.
And a little update on that. Somebody from Taco Bell hit Patrico up. As far as the testing goes, they are testing out the fries.
Yeah, and it looks like it's exactly what I said. It's going to be nacho fries.
Like with stuff on top of them.
That's great.
Like cheese and the meats and all that stuff.
That sounds fantastic.
I'm down.
Very cool. You got a heck of a real or fake round. Make sure you cast your votes and enjoy yourself. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her.
Hey, guys. Hey, kids, enjoy yourself.
Hey, guys, here's the page. Just enjoy.
Dad's
Now,
taking a nap, grab his
Have fun,
laptop. No
guys.
big deal.
that's all located on our blog, 1057thepoint.com/. But don't forget to visit 1057thepoint.com/store. Because a lot of the limited stuff is up there for holiday shopping. I'm wearing the Riz Show or the Riz Fest shirt right here. That's going to be available up there. Patrico Karate shirt, among a whole bunch of other things. Plus those big metal signs, those awesome metal signs. That's all available there. 1057thepoint.com/store. Make sure you check out the podcast. Spread the word about the podcast. It is available at all podcast outlets, I suppose. iTunes, Spotify, etc., etc.
Also, the store, the weirdo sweatshirts.
Oh yeah.
I got to get me one of those.
Yeah. I know a guy. Don't worry.
Who?
I can't say.
Does that guy know you though?
All right,
not yet.
tomorrow on the show, Way Back Wednesday, and we got to give away some prizes. Tickets to go see St. Louis's own Kathleen Madigan, tickets to go see Alter Bridge with All That Remains, and tickets to go see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra over at Scott Trade Center the day after Christmas. All right, what else? Video of the day?
Video theme this week is how did you think that would end? And it's basically mismatch fights. This is a slap fight between a real big guy and a real thin guy. It's David versus Goliath. Only this time, David gets his ass kicked. Check it out, 1057thepoint.com/.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day, shouting out Betty Loftman one more time from Forestell. She says she wants to hear anything from Coed and Cambria. I can't find that song.
I think her name is Becky.
What'd I say?
You said Betty.
Betty.
It's all right.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, you
Betty.
used her nickname.
Becky.
Yeah, you used her name, Betty. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
She's been a great team member so far.
Well, thanks, guys. Mm-hmm. It's Becky.
Oh, hey, Becky.
Hey,
Becky.
Now I know
Oh,
who it is. Yeah, Becky.
Why didn't you say so?
She's from Forestell?
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah,
Okay,
The
yeah.
Loftmans of Forestell, yes. All right, Coed and Cambria, her song. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks, guys.
All right.
The Rizzuto Show.
See you later.